At Stanbic Corporate and Investment Banking, we are creating giants and connecting businesses. From financing bold energy projects to enabling cleaner, reliable power for industries, we are fueling Ghana's transformation. With our support, Gensa Energy is delivering sustainable energy that powers Goldfields operations, helping them move closer to cleaner, greener mining. This is a story of how we bring businesses together, create jobs, empower communities, and invest in the next generation. Stanbic Bank, delivering sustainable growth, creating impact. To learn more, visit stanbicbank.com.gh.
City 97.3. More variety.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to City. You're number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. City FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
City FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
City FM, 97.3.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the City Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation. This is the City Breakfast Show.
one who gives you strength, and I will uphold you by my hand. I am the Lord, the one who keepeth thee, the one who gives you strength, and I will uphold you by my hand.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
Six 97.3 City FM. Perez Music, the man of the moment. Kashi Fonkugbe. Don't be afraid of any evil. For I am the Lord that keepeth thee. He says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. There are some very simple definitions of words that I like. For example, somebody says grace is God's riches at Christ's expense. It makes it simple. Even though it's not a neat definition from the Bible, it explains it nicely. This is another one I like. Fear is false evidence appearing as real. False evidence appearing real. F-E-A-R. So it's not true evidence, it's really false. But its appearance can intimidate, it can petrify and immobilize you. So it says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, it's not real. A shadow is really not a real thing. In the sense of, a shadow casts something, right? It's not the real thing that you're seeing. It says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because there's something more real with me than the evidence that makes me afraid, because that evidence is false. So it says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And you are with me because your rod and your staff. So you are with me in pressing, and your tools also equip me. So God is more real than your challenge. His presence is more tangible than the evidence that makes you afraid. His faithfulness outlasts the torment of every evil. That's why you must master communicating with him and get used to his presence. What a beautiful song. And it's being rendered in the holy language. So look for a nice acronym for the words you love. Grace is God's riches at Christ's expense. Fear is false evidence appearing real. There are many people have said, one day I'll do a show on those. Businesses brought to you by Stanbic Bank. Some see challenges, we see opportunity. When others spot risk, we unlock value. At Stanbic Corporate and Investment Banking, we partner with businesses driving Ghana and Africa's growth. Energy, mining, infrastructure, trade, finance, entrepreneurship. We empower economies through our support for these sectors. Call 0302815789. Speak to our CIB team or visit stanbicbank.com.ga to get started. Stanbic Corporate and Investment Banking, driving growth, creating sustainable impact.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Alola bisawa. Yo. Se wosika. Fire te papa. Wosikeya. Fabwa uma. Mafanya masucho. Unipa bibie. Yo.
And the key to this song is the bass line. The bass line. It's called doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom doom doom. You like that one too, eh? Quang, quang, quang. Quang, quang, quang.
It's like a cast of dogs the way they shout.
Oh Lord! High life is sweet, oh. High life is sweet. This man is called A.B. Krenzel.
Thank you.
For many years he lived in Tema, the port city of Tema. Yeah. Clearly my top 10 list was not a real list, but this one should have been part. Everyone has a song that defines who they are. And as we get into the newspaper review segment, don't forget it's brought to us by Total Energies. December deals are sweet at Total. From the 10th to the 31st of this month, walk into any of our stations. Enjoy 5% off all lubricants. No more I am tired noises. Only young konkwa. Protect your ride, keep your pocket happy. Promo is on from now till 31st December nationwide. Visit Total Energies today. Total Energies committed to better energy. And it's back. It's Sika Boom from Fidelity Bank. Save 500 cedis or more, you could win up to 100,000 cedis in the grand draw and 5,000 cedis every month. Visit any of our branches or agent points, deposit in multiples of 500 and win big. I think today I should start the newspaper review because what is happening in front of you is very serious. It's called Peseminkuminya. It's a very, very bad thing. It has many iterations. In Ghana, it's called Nkomemfa. In Ewe, it's called Yereka Yadui.
Yeah, the Yereka Yadui, I love Maduku Tojiji.
Aha. And another language is called one man chop. A Peseminkuminya. You know, when you listen to our words, they are breakdown of phrases. You alone, you want to chop. You know, eating must be communal. It's very important.
Yes.
You can't chop it. So this Christmas, don't chop it alone. Get people and join them a situation so that you chop it together. Don't be a lone ranger. So even from our language, it's very clear that joyful things must be celebrated. Which is why even the newspaper, we will do it together.
Yes, communal.
I could have done this thing alone. It will be nice.
Yes.
So we have to chop it together. And when the hampers come, don't keep it alone.
Well, I hope you are talking to yourself.
I'm talking to yourself. No. I have a track record of sharing. You can ask my production team.
Is it a proven track record or self-claim?
You can ask all the people.
Very well, very good. If you say
ask for that one.
I would not.
Ask for that one. I learned it from my boss. You don't eat the hamper alone. You share.
So what is good for you, we fulfill up.
We all go enjoy them.
But why do people know they remember Kakra?
No, what do you mean?
What they have?
They don't see it. If they see it, they will remember. So
I'm sitting here.
No, they don't see you in the system. Every time law or something, enter appearance a situation with your sister, twin sister, and your big sister who works in the bank, and you call it the forcing table.
Thank you.
You know, and you do holy.
No, we call it tekura.
Yes, tekura table. Yeah. Charlie, and come with like 3 of them, girls, something. Charlie, you are always hiding. So that's the story. What are the people saying, people?
Well, I have the Ghanaian Times for this morning. The big story says pre-Xmas sales, commodity prices decline. But traders complain of low patronage every year.
Low patronage. Meanwhile, they are squeezing us.
Let me take you to the daily graphic. You're not done.
Okay. Let me do one more headline before you come in. So the next one says government begins Euphoria test extradition process, according to the Attorney General who addressed the press yesterday.
Okay, to the daily graphic, Ioko smashes online scam in Ghana, UK, recovers $15.19 million. Also, IMF approves $385 million for Ghana, completes fifth extended credit facility review, and some Jonah petitions foreign minister over illegal takeover of Nigerian investments.
The Chronicle says this morning, I endorse Baumia, vote for him. Jinapor tells delegates. Also the front page this morning, IGP deploys reinforcement teams and armored vehicles to Nalerigo.
The Daily Guide is reporting on its front page, Baumia is MPP's winnable candidate, Jinapor declares. Other stories on the front page, Oforiatta Akore extradition requests transmitted to the US, that's according to the AG. State to honor Alex Dade. Ioko recovers $15.9 million in crypto scam and over 1.3 million youth unemployed. That's according to the Ghana Statistical Survey report.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Publisher. The big story, Baumia is MPP's winnable choice. Jinapor is quoted here saying, court throws out petition against whom Member of Parliament. Some other stories make the front page.
On the front page of the Daily Post newspaper, AG files extradition request for Ken Oforiatta. Comes with pictures of the AG and Mr. Oforiatta. And it further reports Oforiatta has hired top US lawyers to defend him against extradition request, AG reveals.
Let me take you to the Informer newspaper. Fifi Kwete blasts Ayariga Dapamapo over anti-OSP agenda. Cautions don't operate as an island. Also the front page this morning, MMDCE's air to support government sanitation agenda.
On the front page of the Inquisitor newspaper, after Mahama's bold statement, NDC wants OSP. Fifi Kwete makes position clear. Other stories, no GWCL water for Bachona residents. Local government ministry to streamline mounted billboards. Principled legal minds will shape Ghana's democracy. That's according to NAPO. And Akogun slams minority over reshuffle demand.
Yeah, I take you now.
Written it, wondering Akogan.
Akogan, yeah, that's right. Charlie. Yes, yeah, Muntie 3. I take you now to Larry Dugbe's The Herald newspaper. I don't have the hard copy, I have the soft copy, the front page. It says, Oforiatta arms himself with elite American lawyers to fight his extradition in the U.S. courts. Also, the front page this morning, Margins Group CEO calls for new mindset to build African champions. And also, Extor boss loses bid to dismiss U.S. bribery case.
I'll end with the Ghanaian Point newspaper. The front page story is National Security deploys nationwide surveillance for 2025 Christmas festivities. Other stories, Judiciary designates 3 high courts to handle Galamsey cases. AG transmits Oforiatta's extradition request to the US. My priorities are delivering stable, reliable and affordable electricity in 2026. That's according to Energy Minister Dr. John Jinapor. And High Court dismisses Suhum election petition, awards 200,000 Ghana cedis costs.
And finally, the Inside newspaper says WAPO condemns ECOWAS military action in Benin, demands immediate withdrawal of all regional forces. Also, the front page this morning, the world is irreversibly becoming multipolar. Extract from the speech by Russia's Minister for Foreign Affairs, Sergei Lavrov.
Let's move to citynewsroom.com. Government revokes LI 2462, bans mining in forest reserves entirely. That story has received different responses. So, for example, if you go to the same website, environmental groups commend government for repealing the LI, but Kabiru says it's a cosmetic move to divert public attention. Meanwhile, National House of Chiefs says government should involve them in Galamsey fight. In other headlines, police reinforce security in Nalerigu following violent disturbances. 1.3 million unemployed youth and national security threat. This is according to George Opari Ado. Meanwhile, Atachian says Edubahin case, prosecution witnesses are strengthening our case. And then this one will trouble you. Ghana Water Limited to shut down water treatment plant for maintenance. Now, if you go to channel1news.com, repealing LI 2462 not enough. CSOs demand permanent ban on forest mining. Meanwhile, Nana Kumia replies by the champion, but we are not cause of MPP's 2024 defeat. Government ends presidential power to approve forest mining. That's the angle Channel 1 News Online picks on this LI revocation. And then government to acquire 40,000 acres in Yeji for Feed the Industry program. In other headlines, Ghana increases citizenship fees for foreigners. And then undocumented crossing surge at Ghana's borders. 69% of agencies are reporting. Major Online is leading with the water supply issue at Wager with the maintenance. And other headlines, the Sam Jonah story. Shares worth over $50 million illegally removed. Jonah Capital accuses CEO of Nigerian CAC. In other headlines, Parliament passes National Health Insurance Fund Amendment Bill. And then House of Chiefs want to be central in the Galamsey fight. Ghana News Agency lead stories Attorney General lauding Iyoko for their work and also requesting the extradition of the former finance minister. All right, Sky, where do you want to start?
Okay, quickly, let me tell you about Christmas, because the Ghanaian Times says commodity prices decline, but traders complain of low patronage. The story is by Raymond Apia Mponsa, Eugene Ampiao and Prince Ado Frimpong reporting together. They say with Christmas just days away, across busy markets are bustling with human in movement, causing huge traffic, yet traders continue to complain of low patronage and sales. Now, from Makola to Kantamanto, traders say sales remain unexpectedly low despite the prices of food and other household items witnessing some price falls in the festive season. If you go into the story, they say that, for instance, at the Achimota market, a bucket of tomatoes that sold between 100 Ghana cedis and 120 Ghana cedis in early October now sold between 70 and 80 Ghana cedis, while 25-liter container of cooking oil has dropped sharply from 700 Ghana cedis and 750 Ghana cedis in September to between 500 Ghana cedis and 520.
In a related story, the High Street Journal says VAT cuts stable cedi ease cost pressures for Ghanaian traders. Right, a combination of tax relief, exchange rate stability, and easing inflation is making the cost of doing business in Ghana cheaper and more predictable for traders, according to the Import and Exporters Association of Ghana. The association says recent fiscal and macroeconomic adjustments are helping importers and exporters better manage operation costs, particularly those linked to foreign currency transactions, port charges, and day-to-day expense. In his annual review, Samson Asaki Awingobit said government efforts to streamline taxes are already yielding tangible benefits for businesses. He pointed to the removal of the 1% COVID health recovery levy and recent adjustments of the VAT as key measures. And then he also points to exchange rate stability and that the gains in the cedi are particularly important for importers as they lower the effective cost of international transactions. The question for Ghanaians is whether they are feeling those positive things in their pockets. There's another one that says reference rates plunge, but borrowing costs still stay high in Ghana. So somehow, even though the numbers on paper are looking good, some traders are not passing the thing on to us. That's the issue. So the next question should be, so these traders who say people are not buying, maybe they should lower prices further.
But
everything, VAT have been reduced.
But remember, they told us that there's going to be demand for goods this Christmas. Then for them, that means that they will increase their prices. The Daily Graphic reported that a few weeks back. But let me take you to the Inquisitor newspaper, page 5.
We are fasting. We will be eating Christmas anything.
Will you fast the entire Christmas period? You can't. Anyway, no Ghana Water Company Limited water for Bachona residents. This is on page 5 of the Inquisitor newspaper, and it reads: residents of Bachon on the Spintex Road in Accra have not had a single drop of water from their pipes, from the pipes of the Ghana Water Company Limited (GWCL) for over 2 years. With the ugly situation, the vendors of water in tankers are cashing out big time, or cashing in rather big time, as the residents pay between 1,500 Ghana cedis to 2,000 Ghana cedis for water from the vendors on a weekly and monthly basis. Interestingly, the GWCL has established an office in the area, and the residents are questioning the relevance of the office since they don't enjoy the services of GWCL. According to the residents, moves to have an answer from the GWCL office in the area as to why they have not enjoyed water for over 2 years have not yielded any results. Quote, the painful thing is the officials of GWCL in our area do not even know why they are not providing us with water, a resident said. They said that having exhausted all avenues, they are likely to resort to demonstrations and illegal means to force the GWCL to provide them with
It's going to get worse because
there needs to be action.
The water company has announced a shutdown of the water treatment plant today to allow for critical maintenance works to improve water service delivery. In a statement issued by Communication Department, the company said the plant will be taken out of operation from 6 a.m. So it's already out to 6 p.m. to facilitate essential technical works as part of ongoing efforts to ensure reliability and integrity of water.
It will not continue throughout the Christmas period.
Now, the areas include the Greater Accra region, Accra Central, Dansuma, Malam, Wejak, Bawe, McCarthy Hill, Carnation, Odoko, Kolebu, Mamprobi, Chokwa, Bekala Pass, Tesano, where we are, Kukumlemle, Alajo, Nima, Mamobi, Joulu, Abilingpe, and surrounding communities.
Wow, that's deadly. Let me take you to page 3 of the Chronicle this morning. IGP deploys reinforcement teams and armored vehicles to Nalerigo. You find that story on page 3. Richard Owusu writes that the Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yohonu, has deployed reinforcement teams and armored vehicles to Nalerigo and its surrounding communities in the northeast region following the recent burning of 2 houses by some youth in the regional capital. Now, reports indicate that there were threats to burn additional houses and attack residents, prompting a swift police action. They get a copy of the paper.
Well, the government has banned or repealed LI 246. It's a big story. If you go to Channel 1 News Online, they say government ends presidential power to approve forest mining. And this is in revoking the LI. The revocation took effect after a new law, the Environmental Protection Revocation Instrument 2025 came into force on Wednesday, December 10, that's 2 weeks ago, following a presentation in Parliament by the Minister. The decision is part of renewed efforts to combat illegal mining, known as Galamsey. Now, LI 2462 attracted strong criticism from environmental groups and the general public, who blame it for worsening the destruction of our forest. Arocha has commended government for doing this. National House of Chiefs is asking for direct involvement in the fight against Galamsey. The President of the House, Ojia Hoho Yaujibi II, is calling on government to urgently involve traditional authorities in the fight against Galamsey to reduce the menace.
Yes, Bernard, and still related to Galamsey, on page 2 of the Ghanaian Point, judiciary designates 3 high courts to handle Galamsey cases. And it reads, the judiciary has designated 3 high courts to exclusively handle cases related to illegal mining, commonly known as Galamsey, as part of intensified efforts to combat environmental degradation and recover state assets lost to unlawful mining activities. The announcement was made by Supreme Court Justice Gabriel Scott Poamang during the annual Chief Justice's mentoring program held on Wednesday, December 17. According to Justice...
That story actually came yesterday.
Yes.
It has more details today, though. Yeah.
Okay.
So shall I continue?
Well, I think the facts has been established.
Yeah.
So just a reminder.
All right, Bernard, let me take you to a troubling story. You find that story in the Informer for this morning. 1.3 million Ghanaian youths are sitting idle.
Not in employment, education, or training.
Exactly. Now, the story is on page 6 of the newspaper, and it says that more than 1.3 million young Ghanaians were out of work, school, or training in the third quarter of 2025, underscoring persistent labor market pressures and widening skill gap, according to a new data sets released by the Ghana Statistical Service. Now, the figures show that 1.3 million people aged 15 to 24 years, representing some 21.5% of the age cohort, were classified as not in education, employment, or training, highlighting growing concerns about youth disengagement from productive economic activity. This is particularly troubling.
Yes, and I want to stay with that. Sky, are you done with that?
Yeah, I just want to draw attention further. If you go further into the story, they say that the data also reveals sharp regional disparities. So NEET rates among persons aged 15 to 35 range from a high of 25.3% in the central region to a low of 9.5% in the OT region, pointing to uneven access to jobs, education, and training opportunities across the country. This is troubling. The government has to sit up.
Well, on that story, the Daily Post is reporting that the Minister for Youth Development, Opariado, says 1.3 million unemployed youth a national security threat. And it reads, the Minister for Youth Development and Employment, George Apariado, has warned that rising youth unemployment poses a serious national security threat, urging collective action to address the growing challenge. Speaking in an interview on Citi Eyewitness News on Thursday, December 18, the minister described the unemployment situation among young people as alarming, stressing that it should be a major concern for all Ghanaians. Quote, the number of unemployed people is a scary situation. It's a big national security threat, and all of us must be worried about the rising trend of youth unemployment, Apariado said, adding that the government is taking steps to significantly reduce the numbers. His comments come against the backdrop of the new data from the Ghana Statistical
The Attorney General
Service.
says he cannot provide a timeline for the extradition of former finance minister, despite his office transmitting a formal request from the OSP. Speaking at the Government Accountability Series yesterday, Thursday, December 18, Dr. Ayini explained that extradition is a judicial process that must be determined by the courts in the country where the suspect is located. According to him, the matter is now before the U.S. judicial system following the OSP's request for Mr. Oforiatta to be extradited to face 28 charges in Ghana.
And still related to that, there's a story on page 3 of the Chronicle. Former Maslow boss close to being extradited to Ghana. Dr. Ayine quoted here. Jennifer Ambole reports that the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayine, says the former Chief Executive Officer of the Microfinance and Small Loans Center, Maslow, Sedina Christina Tamaklo Tiono, is close to being extradited to Ghana after United States authorities completed extradition processes or proceedings against her. Further details you find in the newspaper. Still related to the courts, if I may. If you go to page 3 of the Ghanaian publisher, court throws out petition against Suhum MP. Now the the High Court in Koforidua has dismissed an allegation, an election petition challenging the victory of Frank Siedu Bekwe as the duly elected member of parliament for Suhum in 2024, bringing an end to the legal contest over that particular seat.
Okay, so let me take you back to the bit on the Attorney General. This is on the OSP. The Inquisitor reports NDC wants OSP. Now, the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Fifi Fiavikwete, has dismissed claims of a conspiracy within the party to scrap the office of the Special Prosecutor. Speaking on Joy News PM Express on Wednesday, the former K2 South MP said the withdrawal of the private members' bill was a direct result of presidential intervention, not a coordinated party agenda against the anti-corruption office. Quote, what I will say is that you heard what the president actually said, that they should withdraw it, he stated. The controversy followed the sponsorship of a private members' bill by the majority leader and majority chief whip in parliament to seek the abolishment of the office of the special.
In fact, on the front page of the Informer newspaper, they attribute the direct quote to him: "Don't operate as an island." He is quoted as telling.
He said the same thing on Face to Face with Marisana. Let me end with sports. Include Nketia Hudson Odoi in Black Star squad. Nilante Van der Poel.
Yo.
You support that thing?
But I've been telling you.
Former Minister of Sports Edwin Nilante Van der Poel has called for the inclusion of Eddie Nketia and Callum Hudson Odoi in Ghana's squad for the FIFA World Cup. He was speaking in an interview, and he basically says that he thinks that we have to put our best foot forward. The good thing is that we are going to play against England.
I've been saying that.
And he said on Nuya TV to give a psychological advantage over them. They won't have that overconfidence. Imagine having Jordan Ayew, Antoine Semenyo, Edin Ketia, Hassan Odoi, Kudus, etc. in attack. It just makes us.
Yes. No, Nilante. Jaffe.
Oh, pardon me. That was the newspaper review.
Hi, I am Hannah Efriye, the Health and Safety Manager for Total Energies Ghana. At Total Energies, your safety is our priority. This festive season, we encourage all drivers to make responsible choices on the road. Avoid overspeeding, rest when you feel tired, never drink and drive. Check your tires, oil levels, and lights before every long journey. And remember, seat belts save lives. Passengers, please speak up when the driver is being reckless. Let's protect ourselves, our families, and every other road user. Let's choose responsibility. Let's choose life. See you in 2026.
Sika boom. Fidelity Bank say save and win. Muntio. Sika boom. Just deposit and be 500 CDs you keep for a month. You get 1 point all at once. More deposits, gets more points in. More points, more cash you feel win. How many points? 1 point every 500 CDs. What if you win? 5,000 CDs monthly. And the grand prize? Hey! 100,000 Ghana CDs.
Don't wait. Visit any Fidelity branch or agent nationwide to deposit in multiples of 500 CDs. The more you deposit, the better your chances to win 5,000 CDs monthly and 100,000 CDs in the grand draw. Terms and conditions apply. Win with us. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Sika-boom.
This is an NLA approved promo, now running on the Caritas Lottery platform.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Time for the City Business News, and this morning Shibaraba Beni has the details. Good morning, Shiba.
Good morning, Bernard, and welcome to the Friday edition of the breakfast edition of City Business News. The bulletin is brought to you by MTN Ecobank and Valex. I am Shiba Araba Benin. Thanks for your time, and let's get into our stories now and begin from the financial sector, where the Bank of Ghana is asking security and law enforcement agencies to put in place structured and action-oriented systems to clamp down on unlicensed financial operators. This is to combat illicit activities and protect confidence in the financial system. Second Deputy Governor Matilda Asante-Sedu says the decisive interagency cooperation is now non-negotiable amid the growing threat posed by illegal financial schemes. She also tasked stakeholders to move beyond dialogue and intensify coordinated enforcement actions.
In 2024 alone, the Bank of Ghana received over 50 complaints related to unregulated savings, investments, and lending schemes. I think we've seen this happen from Piram through R5 to, I think Men's Gold was a good example of that, while imposing exorbitant charges and engaging in abusive practices that erode public confidence. The persistence of these operators calls for new strategies, and they're really smart. As technology evolves, they try to be a step ahead. And so for us to be able to control and mitigate that risk, we need to be even ahead of them. So we need deeper intelligence and stronger institutional coordination. I'm sure you know somebody who has been scammed. You know somebody who's been harassed. To my mind, I think one of the ways to better coordinate and regulate and mitigate this risk is for COCLAB to consider establishing a multi-sectorial working group or working groups to truly analyze this problem and find solutions together.
You heard Matilda Asante-Sedu, who is second deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana. Now, employers and policymakers must adopt data-driven workforce planning. That's only if persistent youth joblessness and labor underutilization in the economy is to be tackled. Latest labor data from the Ghana Statistical Service show that more than 1.3 million young people were not in education, employment, or training in the third quarter of 2025. Beyond outright unemployment, the data also point to elevated labor underutilization, with about 1 in 5 employed people not fully engaged. To reverse the trend, government statistician Dr. Alhassan Idrisu recommends the use of labor market statistics to guide hiring and training decisions.
For government, we are recommending expansion of the TVET program, digital skills, apprenticeships, school to work transitions, and targeted skills development for young people, particularly those not in employment, education, or training. For the private sector, we are recommending that they do investment in training, in apprenticeship opportunities, in internships, and data-driven workforce planning, and adopt responsible shift-based work practices where practicable. For households and individuals, we are recommending that they pursue continuous learning, certification, and cooperative participation.
You had government statistician Dr. Al-Hassan Idrisu moving on. Importers and exporters are casting doubt over the track record and capacity of TrueDare Investment Limited, the company contracted by government to deploy the AI platform at the port from January 2026. They fear introducing an untested system could undermine efficiency and disrupt existing customs processes at the port. Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, Samson Asaki Awingobit, says while members support port modernization, the proposed system must seamlessly integrate with the integrated customs management system to avoid delays and duplication.
A company, and I want to emphasize that was registered on 28 December 2024, is expected to begin port operations as early as January 2026, and that it mandate concerns the AI-driven automation, pre-arrival inspections, and cargo data verification system. However, based on all available public records and our investigation shows that TrueDare has no documented proud technical expertise in port automation or AI system available, because I told you the company was just established in 28 December. So there is no any track record to show me, to prove to me that they work in this country, in that country, and so they are bringing the same system into Ghana here. And so it will be the panacea. There are currently no verifiable record of revenue that they've collected before. As I mentioned, that I could be able to reach $3 billion for us. I have not seen any historical precedent like that.
That was the Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, Samson Asaki Awingobit. Now on the forex markets this morning, the dollar is trading at 12 cedis 50 pesos, the British pound at 16 cedis 70 pesos, and that of the euro could be sold to you at 14 cedis 60 pesos. Be guided, however, that these are average rates from forex bureaus and not the Bank of Ghana's interbank rate. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News. Thanks for listening. And I am Sheba Araba Benin. Next is the Citi Business Edition.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Hey, do they want to sack you dry? Why shall I tin way? Engagement things and kwenye. Hey, sure. They even added washing machine, fridge, flat screen TV, 65 inches and so. How do they expect you to buy all these and still take care of your family? Oh, Kwame.
Mama. And how hukra? With Access Bank's Pick Now Pay Later, we can get everything now in minutes and pay at 0% interest over the next 6 months. Eye koko kra.
Hey, sir.
Access Bank says faster is here. With a now digitized Pick Now Pay Later, life's big moments are within reach. Just click, pick, approved in minutes. For more information, call our 24-hour contact center on 0800 00 4400. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
Hello, this be Kwakesi. Who this?
Frida this, I'll make we step out small. Gonya Muda said the carnival for town they start now.
Yeah, Mr. Des, you see my fiber, they fire off. Download, record, do streaming, they go on. Gaming, suit no buffering. It's bronya way, they more fiber.
Oh, wow, so you really no go come ampa.
Frida, you pa. Charlie for what? MTN unlimited fiber. Internet day here. Make a promote.
This bronya puts your home on MTN Unlimited Fiber Internet and make the fun day right where you are. Fast speed, pure fiber, truly unlimited. Visit my MTN app to check fiber availability or to subscribe.
MTN.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Seven 97.3 CTFM. Somebody sent me another beautiful one. You know, I said I have a couple of acronyms of words that make sense to me. So, for example, Ghana, God has a nation ahead. God has a nation ahead. Grace, God's riches at Christ's expense. And then I brought you the one for the business sense was hope. No, actually fear. False evidence appearing as real. So my friend Clement has sent me one I like. It says hope, hook onto prayer every day. Hope, hook onto prayer every day. This one you can create it yourself. So it's not like something somebody has said. If there's a word that makes sense to you, and then you have an acronym that breaks it down. So for somebody, prayer means you are hope means you are hooking onto prayer every day. I like it. Meanwhile, he says if you don't have anything to do, avoid going to Accra from Tema this morning, and sends photos of two huge articulated trucks. I don't know whether they are broken down or whether they are just parked, but it seems as if there's a lot of traffic on the Accra bound side of the motorway, and that text message was sent around 7 o'clock. Still urging contractors on most of the reconstructed roads to incorporate a traffic management system in the very good work they're doing. We know you are working for Ghana. After that one, we know. Just add some traffic management. Get people in. I know you are not police, but Charlie, add it to your work, because once you are doing the road, you need to decide which part of the road we can use and which parts we can't use. So, good luck to all commuters coming into town and those going out of town. Safe drive to all of you. City Business Edition is coming up shortly, but you fueled every journey with Shell. It's now for Shell to reward you with free fuel from the new and improved Shell fuels, designed with additives that deliver efficiency, cleaning, protection, and performance for your car. Every time you top up with 300 cedis or more worth of new Shell fuels, you get a chance to win 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year's value of the new and improved Shell fuels. Don't miss out. Visit the nearest Shell station, fill up, and get rewarded. Promo runs from now to 28 February. Terms and conditions apply. New and improved Shell fuels, simply better by far. At Access Bank, rewarding our customers is at the heart of what we do. That's why we've introduced Rewards by Access, a loyalty program designed to add value to your everyday banking experience. Whether you're shopping, traveling, or handling business expenses, every transaction you make with your Access card brings you closer to exclusive benefits, premium privileges, and personalized rewards, all tailored to suit your lifestyle. Points earned through your card transaction can be redeemed seamlessly at any of our merchant partners. So whether you're a frequent flyer, a regular shopper, or managing daily family, personal, or business needs, Rewards by Access ensures you get more from every spend. Go to loyaltyrewards.ghana.accessbankplc.com or call our toll-free line 0800 00440 for more details. Access Bank is more than banking. So when was the last time you actually enjoyed standing in a queue? Well, I don't remember. Well, this is the reason why this new move from MTN is great. If you've been wanting to switch to an eSIM, you know, the digital SIM that's built into your phone, so you don't need the little plastic card, this is the time. MTN has flipped the script, and you can literally set up your eSIM right from your couch yourself. No queues, no waiting, no take a ticket. Just open the My MTN app, follow the steps, and you're live. It's the ultimate life hack. Grab your phone, download the MTN app if you haven't already, and skip the queues today. Lesheho Ghana is 15 years old, and for a decade and a half, you, our cherished customers, have trusted us to improve lives across Ghana. As we celebrate this milestone, we say a heartfelt thank you for your loyalty and support. This anniversary is not just about us, it's about you, our customer, our partner, and our communities. We look forward to the future with confidence, knowing that with Lesheho, lives will certainly improve. So visit any Lesheho branch or call 027 004 0799. Lesheho, 15 years of improving lives and counting. And later on, kickoff sponsored by Polytank as well. This festive season, Polytank is adding extra sparkle with surprise gifts for you. Walk into any of our authorized Polytank dealer shops, buy your original Polytank, and walk away with a special gift. And it gets even better when you choose the Sumo or Sumo Super model. You receive an additional gift for the kids in school. Polytank comes in 4 trusted models: Hippo, Rambo, Sumo, or Super Sumo. Don't compromise on quality. Buy once and for all. Choose Polytank. Papa no Ankasa. Alright, so what's on Business Edition this morning? This is part 2 of the key findings from a study on tax gaps, illicit financial flows, and revenue mobilization in Ghana by Dr. Gloria Aful-Mensah, Senior Lecturer, Department of Economics, University of Ghana. How do we seal leakages within the tax system, minimizing the scale of illicit flows, and adopt policy reforms to strengthen compliance and expand the tax net? All this in the next half hour with Ni Latte.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Please wait. Please wait. Please wait until I get my new car. Please wait until I find my real size. I'm gonna get me some love so bad. My girl, sweet girl, my girl. I can see all your joy.
I already spoke about the implication of revenue. So we see that only about a third of what could be generated in the informal sector is realized. Okay, and so we need to think about how we can reach the informal sector. We need to have a policy, a tax system that again will recognize the differences that I showed earlier to be able to get the best out of the informal sector. Then we look at the value-added tax system. So again, we want to know the gap in the value-added tax system. So this is actually based on a study that was commissioned by a committee, the Tax Gap Estimation Committee, which was made up of representatives from the Ministry of Finance, GRA, and of course the Ghana Statistical Service. Okay, and then here too we want to look at the tax gap in the VAT system. So again, you look at what theoretically can be generated from the tax from the VAT if you exclude the exemption. So the VAT has a number of exemptions. So if you take out the exemptions, how much can we raise? With our VAT, and then how much is actually raised. So that is what the VAT gap is about. So again, if you look at the information we have here, it shows us a significant gap. So meaning we are not raising enough from our VAT system. And remember how VAT came into being. So it was because we saw that the sales tax that existed before wasn't efficient. So that's how come the VAT came. And here, what we see is that the VAT gap ranges between about 59% and then 66%. Okay, so depending on the years where we have data, you can see how much gap we have in the VAT system. So, for instance, if you have a VAT gap of, let's say, 65.9, which is about 2020, it means that we're only able to realize just about 40%, or even less. So 66 is like 34% of the monies that we could have generated from VAT. Okay, and we'll talk about some of the sources why we are not able to, raise significant revenue from our VAT, or why we have this huge VAT gap. Now, if you look at the disaggregation by sector, it also shows us that the biggest gap, VAT gap, comes from the services sector. That is also not surprising. The smallest gap, which is about, on average, about 5%, is from the agricultural sector. Again, that's also not surprising because if you look at the exemption policy, I mean, the VAT exemptions, most of the agricultural produce are exempted. So that's why you see that very low VAT gap from the agricultural sector. Again, this is also a very important information because I know that, well, we are all aware that we've seen some reforms in the 2026 budget, okay? And we ask ourselves, if the VAT gap is over 60%, the reforms that we see in the VAT, will it be able to close the gap significantly, or will it be able to eliminate the gap for us? So another thing that very shortly we will look at. Now, the implication on domestic revenue mobilization, clearly, what the last column does is to give us, so I just used the actual revenues that we were able to generate from the VAT for the various period. Now, what we see here is that on average, for the periods considered, where information is available and we're able to estimate, you see that the average revenue from VAT for the period, well, is about 8.5 million cities. Okay, so this simply represents, so if the gap is about 65 or 66%, then it means that the average we have there means that this represents just about 34% of the VAT that we realize. So 66% went somewhere, whether in exemption or people evaded or whatever means, okay, that we did not realize. So this is what I quantify here. So it means that on average, the loss of VAT for, annually is close to 90 million cities. So that's a lot of money that we are losing. Well, not that we are not generating. We could generate that we are not generating. So that's what it means here. So it's not as if the money was generated and then somebody stole it. But this means that what we could have generated if VAT, VAT had worked efficiently. Okay. Now, the next thing was also look at our corporate income tax. So let me also add that we choose these tax systems because if you look at the revenue composition, our revenue composition, they are the main sources of revenue for us. Okay, so that's why we look at it. So the corporate income tax revenue is also another important component of our revenue, the tax revenue. And so again, the World Bank does this estimates for us. And so what they did was to look at, use the data integrated business survey that is implemented by the Integrated Business Establishment Survey that is implemented by the Ghana Statistical Service. Okay, and they use our various corporate income tax rates to compute how much we should be generating or we should be getting from our corporate income tax and how much we actually generate based on data from the GRA, and then the difference will give us the gap. Okay, so what we see here is that I just want us to focus on the percentages. So the gap that exists in our corporate income tax, well, if we take in all companies, so when I say all companies, looking at both the free zone and then companies that are not under the free zone. So we are looking at about 86%, okay, of revenue or VAT, the CIT gap of about 86%, which means that in principle we're just able to raise just about 15% or even less, 14% of the taxes that we should be able to raise from CIT. Okay, so that is a very huge gap, and this represents close to 13% of our GDP. So imagine if the CIT system works effectively. Again, if we don't, so very soon when we discuss the structural and then operational gaps, we see why we are losing a lot. And so we'll call for some policy reforms so that we'll be able to generate the best out of our corporate income tax. Okay. Now, if we even disaggregate it by the various sectors, we're able to tell where or which sectors are contributing the most to our corporate income tax gap. And from the table, we see that manufacturing, obviously, construction is one of them, wholesale and retail services is one of them, financial and insurance sector is also one of them. So again, this is also to show us, where we should target, because once we get to know their contribution to the total CIT or corporate income tax gap, then it means that our revenue agencies should pay particular attention to these sectors to be able to eliminate or at least bridge the gap that we have in our corporate tax system. By region, it is not surprising to see that almost about 85%, if we take the free zones companies from the system, almost about 84% of our VAT gap is related to companies within Accra. Okay, so again, it tells you where the revenue agencies should be focusing attention when it comes to the corporate income tax. Okay, and then followed by Ashanti region. The rest are quite negligible. Okay. Then, what's the implication on domestic revenue mobilization? Again, clearly it's obvious. If we are only able to mobilize just about 15% or raise 15% of what you should be able to raise, then you are losing a lot of money, so a lot of potential revenues to the system. Okay, and this represents about 22% of our GDP, so that is very huge. Okay, and it's also re-emphasized the point that if our system works effectively, if there are no structural gaps, if there are no operational gaps, then it means our revenues from the corporate income tax could have increased by almost 43%. Okay. Then another important source of the tax gap is from our import tax, of course, import and export. Now, if you look at the period between 2012, where we have data available, 2012 and 2016, we're able to estimate our import gap. I think I've summarized it there. So it just shows us the different gap, okay, for the different years, and it ranges between 24 and 36% in terms of the import gap. So on average, the import gap estimated for the period is about 33%. Okay. Now the commodity. So this actually was done using our main trading partners. So that's what we see the countries there. So about 19 of them. So we are not losing much here. The goods that were more prone to, import tax evasions were those related to apparel and clothing and accessories. Okay, so again, this is also an important source of information for our revenue agencies if we want to block the leakages, from our import tax system. Okay. So if you compare what we are losing from import tax to our GDP, it's between 0.8 and then 1.1%. Okay. I made this point here that remember what we saw with the corporate income tax and then the VAT. The corporate income tax was close to 12%. The VAT was also about 3% of GDP. So, and then from the tax gap in the informal sector, that was about 0.3%. So I'm doing this comparison for us to, bring our minds to, if we really want to block revenue leakages, well, I say this cautiously, that the informal sector is not even a big problem. The bigger fish or fishes here will be the corporate income tax and, of course, the VAT. Okay, but a lot of the times, maybe we channel our frustration, our attention on the informal sector, and unfortunately, to the kind of policies that we bring, don't factor into account the differences that we have in the informal sector. And so we end up hurting the ordinary Ghanaian or that low-income trader when we should be focusing on some of these people. I mean, the companies and, of course, our VAT system. Okay, so that's why I made the caution here that the relatively low import tax gap means that in relative terms, it is not a major drain to the country's, revenue mobilization. So now we know where we need to focus if we really want to improve our revenues significantly. Okay. So now that we have an appreciation of the tax gap, it is important. Well, I'm sure we are wondering why we have this gap. Okay, but let's look at this. If you just single out the revenue target of GRA and then what they realize at the end of the period, you might think that our system is efficient, because in this graph, you look at the target and then the actual. Well, this is just for 2019 to 2024. And in all these periods, we overachieve our targets. So, I mean, what is the problem? Because then if we set a target, we achieve it, then it's like the system is efficient, okay? If you just think about it that way, that's what you may be tempted to conclude, but that is not the case, okay? So that is how come the tax gap is important, so that you see, if you just rely on the revenue, the target revenue and the actual revenue, then you might be comfortable to say that our system is working. But it's the tax gap estimate that, would rather tell us whether the system is efficient or not. And so, the study outlines some of the structural and operational gaps in the tax system that we need to focus on if we really want to improve revenue. And of course, improving revenue in a more inclusive manner. So the first observation is that even though the standard corporate income tax rate in Ghana here is 25%, there are different rates, okay, depending on the type of business, the location of business, and the nature of whatever you are into. So there are different rates, ranges between 12.5% to about 35%. Okay. Now, this is good, it's well intended, because sometimes you want to encourage certain types of businesses, and sometimes you even want to encourage people to set up their businesses in certain places. Okay. Unfortunately, it complicates the administrative processes. So remember what we said about a good tax system. It has to be simple. It doesn't have to be complex, because if it becomes, the more complex it becomes, the more difficult it is to implement the policy and then generate revenue from the system. Okay, so this, while good, it complicates the administrative process, and then sometimes we might even encourage people to engage in aggressive tax avoidance practices, and that is what we see people do. Imagine those companies that will set up the free zone company. Some people will set up just when they are about completing their tax holiday period, then they will fold up, then they will go into something else. So these are ways in which people will be, exploiting the system to, for their gains. So if you have a very complicated system, so if you have, or let me put it this way, if you have a more varied system, it complicates the administrative process. So it's one thing that we need to focus on. Again, if you look at our standard corporate income tax rate, which I said is 25%, it's also relatively lower compared to some peer countries. So in Kenya and Senegal, the standard rate is about 30%. In Cameroon, it's about 33%. So it's another thing that, for us as a country, if you want to, given the tax gap in our corporate sector, we will need to revisit, or we need to consider some of these incentives here, the wide range of the corporate income tax rate that we have in our system. Okay, it's something that of course we can discuss, and I know that we have representatives from AGI, and it's important that we engage this in a very objective manner and see how best we can have a tax system that will generate enough revenue from our companies. Okay. The second point is that the tax system is also characterized by a range of generous withholding tax rates, okay, which may create opportunities for abuse. So I have an example here the withholding tax associated with residential and commercial property. So I think residential property is about 8%, commercial property is about 12% or so. So you give people the opportunity, let me use in plain words, to lie. Even when that property is used for commercial purposes, by be tempted to file as being used for a residential purpose, just to get around, with or evade or just avoid how much they should be paying in reality. Okay, so that's also another potential source of our tax gap, particularly in the corporate world. Another very important structural problem is that our tax system is characterized by huge fiscal costs resulting from the overgenerous tax exemptions. So again, I use the word very cautiously, that it's overgenerous. It's something I think people have already called for reforms in our tax exemption. A lot of things are exempted. Now, if you look at the cost of this exemption, so the cost simply means that if they were not exempted, how much you could have earned. So now that they are exempted, it's a cost that you are incurring. So that's the fiscal cost here. For VAT, it is about almost 2% of GDP. How much exemptions in the VAT are costing us? Almost 2% of our GDP. If you want to even relate it to the revenues that we generate for VAT, it's almost about 72% in terms of the exemption. So that contributes to the huge VAT gap that we saw earlier, which is about 66% on average for the period considered. Okay. If you look at our personal income tax also, the fiscal cost, so that's the cost of the exemption, is about 1.4%. So let me even give you one example. At the moment, incomes that we generate or we make from our investments, they are not taxed. It's a personal income, they are not taxed. So I'll come back to it later. But so it becomes a cost to us, a fiscal cost. Okay. Yes, import duty is about 0.3% of the GDP. Okay, so here where you see them circled, it tells you the magnitude of the fiscal cost here. So that if we want to make the system more efficiency in a sense that we want to generate a lot, or we want to at least get closer to our potential, the potential revenues that we could get from these tax systems, then it means we should be looking at some of these, the VAT, of course, personal income taxes also. Okay. Now, so this diagram gives us the VAT exemption. So I earlier showed you how much fiscal costs associated with the VAT. So now this gives us a clearer picture about the VAT exemptions. So the various categories and where we see the fiscal costs coming from significantly. So the circles, so exemptions from VAT for the supply of dwellings and land. Currently, if you buy a land, or there's no VAT on it. And the fiscal cost associated with it is about 1.1% of GDP. So that is very huge. If you look at exemption from for the supply of locally produced foodstuffs, so that's why the agricultural sector, so that's how come even you saw the agricultural sector, the gap there, because a lot of the activities there are exempted. Okay, and the fiscal cost is almost 1% of our GDP. So again, if we have to reform our VAT exemptions, knowing the fiscal cost associated with these exemptions, it gives us, or it points us where we should be looking at. Okay. Now, the fourth problem that the study identifies, so I spoke about this just some few minutes ago, that currently investment incomes are exempt from VAT. So investment income being, the interest or the income that we get from if you buy your treasury bills or your GOG bonds or those investments that we make, they are exempt from VAT. I know this is quite controversial because, I wouldn't say controversial, but it's a political issue, because in 2016, an attempt was made in the budget that was to be implemented in 2017, that the government was going to tax, incomes from these sources, investment income. Unfortunately, 1 month to the implementation, this was cancelled. And well, when we talk about those who own treasury bills, those who own these investments that we are talking about, who are the people? The relatively rich people, right? And well, when you are going to tax such an important source of their income, they will be the ones to, agitate. Okay, so it becomes a political economy issue that we need to deal. Unfortunately, the rich people, when I say rich, doesn't even mean, let me use the word high income earners, let me put it that way. They are the ones that will also be influential politically. And so, if you look around the world, well, in the developed world, like the US and Europe that we always cite them, these sources of incomes are taxed. Okay, and so it's up to the government to be, very, determined to look at some of these sources of income. Again, I relate it to what we saw with regard to the cost, the fiscal cost associated with the personal income tax. So that is almost about 1.4% of our GDP. And if we're able to tax the incomes from these sources, investment income, we'll be able to bridge this gap significantly. All right. Another important point to make here is that when you tax these sources of income, you also make your tax system more progressive, because at the end of the day, the people who are more likely to fall in this category, or people who are more likely to be taxed, are the high income earners. And so when you are taxing them, the tax system becomes more progressive. Okay, so this is an important thing that we need, as a country, to revisit, because like I said, an earlier attempt was made in our 2017 budget that was read in 2016. Unfortunately, it was never implemented. All right, so maybe in the next 20 minutes, we'll talk about the illicit financial flow. And as I said, the documentary did perfect, work for me, so I don't need to, talk much here, except that if you recall, one of the issues about illicit financial flows is the definition. But what this study does is to pick the definition used by the UN Statistical Commission, which says financial flows that are illicit in origin, transfer, or use, and that reflects an exchange of value, and that's across country borders. So those are illicit financial flows. Okay, and the important point we should make here is that it could be legal, even though the term illicit is like illegal. But if you go by this UN definition, illicit financial flow could be legal, it could also be illegal. So here, because the documentary talked about this, and I just want to point a few things, then we discuss the implication on by gender. So this graph, you see that it shows you the components or the sources of the illicit financial flows. So there's the illegal part. So illegal markets will be the trafficking, human trafficking, and those things. There's also the corruption components, and then there's the legal component. Sometimes when companies indulge in aggressive tax system or tax avoidance system, tax avoidance by our law is not illegal, right? But it becomes an illicit financial flow. So that's how come we said it could be legal and it could be illegal as well. So here, what I do here is to let you know the component, but because we have spoken about it, let me just skip and then look at how much we are losing. So I must say that first, even quantifying the loss associated with the illicit financial flow is difficult. It's difficult for the obvious reason. The activities done are mostly illegal. So do you think there will be data data for us to be able to quantify? It is difficult to get data to really put a value on how much we are losing from illicit financial flow. So what you even see reported are even understatements. Okay, Africa as a whole loses over, 50 billion annually to IFFs. Okay, and this has been rising over time. Now, if you look at Ghana, the data available shows that we are losing about $8 billion. And I compare this to what we are getting from the IMF ECF program that we are currently under. This is almost like 3 times what we are receiving, because we are receiving, 3 billion, right? So we are losing a lot. If we're able to deal with this, decisively, we may not even have to look elsewhere for revenues, okay? And as I said, even this amount does not include all, illicit financial flow. This amount really is even from the commercial part. In the commercial part, it was just associated with the extractive sector. So imagine how much we will be losing, or we are losing, if we look at all the components associated with the illicit financial flow in Ghana. So we look at the gender implication. So the gender implication is very obvious. So illicit financial flow means we are losing some revenues that could have been used to, for infrastructure, for care infrastructure, or even for our social services. These monies don't come. So it means that what the government will allocate to education, health will even be limited, because we don't have enough monies. Okay. And sometimes, even where they will provide, it will may be of low quality, because there's no money or enough money to do, or to implement the construction of high quality social services. Unfortunately, when this happens, it's those who rely on the provision of those social services that will be affected the most. And who are the ones who rely on the publicly provided social services? Low income groups, women. So it means that, yes, lost revenue to the government, so the government is not able to implement these social services or care infrastructure or the social protection program, but the effects will be more on women and then low income groups, because they are the ones that depend on so much. And here I just show you how over time the government commitment to social protection programs have been declining. And so you can imagine how low income groups are also faring. The next obvious gender implication has to do with, when government is losing a lot of revenue, or when government is not generating enough revenues for these reasons or any other reason, the next or the easiest option they think about is, okay, let's do something to our tax system to increase our revenue. And so the easiest approach is taxation. And taxation, then here in Ghana, we see the obvious thing, let's look at the informal sector. Because that's where that false narrative is, people are not paying taxes in the informal sector. And then you see that which people are in the informal sector. So women, low-income groups are the ones that are disproportionately affected when it comes to this option, that's the taxation.
Please wait, until I get my new car. Please wait, until I find my real size. I'm gonna give me some love, so bad. My girl, sweet girl.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
This festive season, Polytank is adding extra sparkle with surprise gifts just for you. Simply walk into any of our authorized Polytank dealer shop. Gets even better when you choose the Somo or Somo Super model, because you get to receive an additional gift for the kids in school too. Now, that's what we call double. Remember, Polytank comes in 4 trusted models: Hippo, Rumble, Sumo, and Sumo Super, with each built with a guaranteed quality Ghanaians have trusted. Choose Polytank. It's the original and always the best. This offer is only valid this festive season. Polytank, Papa no Ankasa.
Let's go.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life.
Let's go.
Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation,
Let Shell go.
Let Shell go, we improve your life.
Let Shell go. Let Shell go. Let Shell go. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Let Shell go, we improve your life.
I'm telling you, my brother has scored more goals than Asamoah Gyan.
What? This is impossible.
Check the stats.
What stats? We can't start. I have seen everything from 1986.
Funny thing about us Ghanaians, we'll argue for 3 days straight, but numbers always settle the matter. So instead of just telling you about better fuels, let's do the math. The new Shell Fuel Save lasts up to 15 kilometers longer per tank. The new Shell V Power cleans 100% of your engine's critical parts. Now that's better by far. The next time you think of filling up, choose new and improved Shell Fuels.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Good morning and welcome to the Friday edition of Kickoff on the City Breakfast Show. I am Edwin Kwakofi and Kickoff is powered by Shell, Go War, Politangana and the Shehu. Let's improve life. Good morning. Let's start from Parliament, where Ghana's sports fan bill has been passed by the House, bringing the legislative process to the end of its consideration stage. The bill was laid under a certificate of urgency and was presented to the House on Thursday, the 18th of December. The proceedings were attended by the Minister for Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, as well as the Chairman of Parliament's Sports Committee, Ernest Nogwe. The passage of the bill is expected to provide a structured funding framework to support the development of sports across the country. Here's how it went down.
You can't do without sponsorship. You can't do without fans, and so it's one of the key things. And that is why over the period we have spoken about funding sports, the need to have sports fund and what have you. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama gave his approval through cabinet for the establishment of a sports fund. So as we speak now, the bill is almost ready. So the next time that bill will be presented to Parliament for it to be passed into law, so we can have a sports fund where individuals and through other means will all be able to contribute into it to be able to take care of our sports and sports development.
That was Sports and Recreation Minister Kofi Adams speaking about the sports fund. Now let's hear what the Chairman of the Youth and Sports Committee of Parliament and Member of Parliament for Ashaiman, Henry Nogwe, said about the fund.
Realize that the underfunding challenges afflicting the sports sector and the limited time frame for the establishment of the fund to enable Ghana benefit from the various opportunities the 2026 World Cup tournament will provide in respect of attracting proceeds for the fund. There is no better time than now to take decisive action by passing the Ghana Sports Fund Bill 2025 into law. The committee strongly believes that taking the Ghana Sports Fund Bill 2025 under a certificate of urgency is justified.
That was the Chairman of the Youth and Sports Committee of Parliament, Henry Ernest Nogbe. To some other stories, and Ghana international branding, Thomas Asante says representing the Black Stars has always been his dream. The forward had been in impressive form at club level, with Coventry City scoring 73 goals, and has also found the net once for the national team. According to Thomas Asante, Ghana's qualification to the 2026 FIFA World Cup presents an opportunity to set the record straight after falling short in previous competitions.
Playing for Ghana, that was always something that since young it had always been on my mind. where I'm from, Milton Keynes, there's a big diaspora community, first and second generation Ghanaians, and I think Ghana played in Stadium MK one time when I was young, and I got the autographs of some of the players, and then I just started running up and down the pitch to see how quick I could do it, and I'd get my sister to time me just to compare myself to, the first team players or whatever. So just silly things like that. Also seeing what they did at the World Cup, in South Africa. It's sort of a story that, you want to right the wrong of what Ghanaians felt happened, and just to build on that step in history.
That was Black Stars forward Brandon Thomas Asante to the Ghana Premier League, and on Saturday, Bechem United will take on Suede Raw. Blacks action continues on Sunday as Dreams FC face Brecum Chelsea, while Hoho United come against defending champions BBN Gold Stars. Karela United hosts Vision FC, and Nations FC, led by veteran coach Frimpong Mansell, take on Young Apostles. Elsewhere, Samatek square off against Heart of Lions. Adriana take on Heart of Oak. On Monday, Mediama go head-to-head with Basake Holy Stars. The round of fixtures wraps up on Wednesday as 11 Wonders face Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now let's head to England, where Manchester United legend Roy Keane believes Kobbie Mainoo should not leave the club on loan, insisting the young midfielder must fight for his place in the team. This comes amid speculation that Mainoo could be sent out on loan in January after enjoying a breakout season last year under Ruben Amorim, but seeing limited playing time in the current campaign. Speaking on the Overlap podcast, Keane said it is not right for a player to walk away simply because minutes are hard to come by.
What's football about? What's the life of a professional footballer? Is most of it you're trying to prove people wrong. And
how's he going to do that with Bruno though, Roy?
But Bruno might get injured. You never know. You never know why. There was talk about Bruno leaving into summer. Bruno might leave next summer. So you bide your time as a young player. I have no problem players going out on loan if it can work for everybody. But sometimes a player, as I said, the biggest challenge, everyone thinks, you need to go there. No, your biggest challenge is here at Man United. Get into that first team. Even if the manager says, you're not going to get out of Bruno, you're not going to get him, go, do you know what? I'll prove you wrong. I'll get into that. I guarantee you, Bruno, there'll be chat about Bruno leaving again this summer. And the World Cup coming up, and he's getting a bit older.
That was former United captain Roy Keane, and that's the latest in the world of sports. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. I am Edwin Kwa. Kofi kickoff was powered by Shell Go Wall, Politangana, and Sheho. Let's improve life. The City Breakfast Show with Bernard Avle continues.
This festive season, Polytank is adding extra sparkle with surprise gifts just for you. Simply walk into any of our authorized Polytank dealer shop. Gets even better when you choose the Somo or Somo Super model, because you get to receive an additional gift for the kids in school too. Now, that's what we call double. Remember, Polytank comes in 4 trusted models: Hippo, Rumble, Sumo, and Sumo Super, with each build with a guaranteed quality Ghanaians have trusted. Choose Polytank. It's the original and always the best. This offer is only valid this festive season. Polytank, Papa Nono, and Kasa.
Every family is a team, and every player has a role. Mums and dads, siblings, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and even that one cousin who can't tell a foul from offside, but who always remembers your birthday. Even if you're far away, you can still score for your team. Send them money with Western Union. Cash pickup in minutes. Check it out at westernunion.com.
Mensaka Mekao!
Now what's so dear?
Hey, Charlie, what's it? Imagine buying your favorite gadget and driving home a sleek saloon car.
Oh, yes! With Max Buys You Shop You Drive promo, every purchase brings you closer to amazing prizes.
Just shop any products from Max Buy between 7th November to 31st December
and stand a chance to win a sleek saloon car, TVs, smartphones, and more. Your next buy could make you a winner.
So what are you waiting for? Shop now and let's make your dream drivable with Max Buy.
Max Buy, you shop, you drive.
For further enquiries, call Max Buy on 054-401-9552. Terms and conditions apply.
This promo is being run by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Make a choice. Go for it. You need support to achieve. A new verse awaits you. The Republic Verse, where you're treated as uniquely as you are. Succeed, thrive, outshine yourself. This is our verse, the Republic Verse. Join the Republic Verse and big up. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
From the rice fields of the north to the poultry farms of the south, Ghana is feeding itself. Every bag of local rice you buy, every chicken you roast, strengthens our farmers, our economy, and our identity.
Together, we can build a nation that eats what it grows and grows what it eats.
Eat Ghana, build Ghana, because the future of Ghana is on our plate. The Eat Ghana, Build Ghana campaign is supported by Agri Impact Limited in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation and the 24-Hour Economy. We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
For one night only, you have 1,032 reasons to laugh irresponsibly. Ghana! Secure your ribs, because on 26th December at the Grand Arena, the funniest forces in Africa are assembling like the Avengers, starring the legendary Basketman. Joining him are the unstoppable Obi Amponsa, Pirate Mount, Lexi the Comic, Foster Romano, and the heat doesn't stop there. AEC and Kwamna will be performing live. It's going to be fire. Tickets are now out at Charterhouse and X-Men at East Lagos. Premium 600 Ghana cedis, regular 400 Ghana cedis, or simply dial *713*33*32# to grab yours now. For table reservations, call 050-1288-520. A night of 1,032 laughs and music. Sponsored by Pepsodent Chaco, Hustle Sasa, World Access, GTA, Media Partners, and powered by Charterhouse.
This is a story of determination. This is the story of Anthony Owusu-Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, APSA is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work. It's having the right partner like APSA, one that helps him dream bigger and reach further every day. From funding to guidance, APSA stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. APSA.
Your skin deserves the best care possible. Introducing Princess Premium Lotion, crafted with vitamin B3 for all your skin types. Choose from our 4 luxurious variants: Radiant Skin with cocoa butter and vitamin E, Skin Revitalization enriched with aloe vera and vitamin E, Healthy Glow featuring lemon and vitamin E, plus SPF 15 sun protection, and Skin Rejuvenation with carrot oil and vitamin A. Take care of the future you with Princess Premium Lotion. Princess Premium Lotion is your perfect choice. Available now for your everyday skincare needs. The GC brand, it's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Oh, je t'aime, mon baby. December, Lundy, and every little moment is lit. So, get your MasterCard so you can pay your way easily for all the things you enjoy. That tasty goat's jollof, the kanzo, the drip, the joy and the jam, plus the juicy kokonsa. Tap, scan, or click with your MasterCard this bronya for every payment and enjoy exclusive offers on priceless.com/MasterCard December. Make it a month to remember. MasterCard, priceless.
You're looking for a bank to rely on? Let me give you a shoulder to lie on.
Woody we sick to banky baby, no lie. Only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking ain't in me here the date. I'm a busy person, me no need time to wait. Now I got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt. They tell me office is chilly, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first.
Nobody feed do, I'm like us. Do I'm like us. First Bank we treat you first. Treat you first. Somebody see yeah. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
You know how much moms always say too much of everything is bad? But there's one too much mom actually approves of. Telecel's Too Much Broadband Bundle. This festive season, all you have to do is buy the 150 Ghana Citi's Too Much Broadband Bundle in addition to your main broadband plan and get 150% bonus data. That's right.
From December 1st to 31st, simply buy the 150 Ghana Citi's Telecel Too Much Bundle in addition to your main broadband plan and receive 150% bonus data. Dial *900#, use the Telecel Play app or visit the Telecel website to buy now.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Concerned about your health? Don't let uncertainty weigh you down. Get the clarity you deserve with SynLab. We offer fast, accurate, and reliable diagnostic testing, from routine blood work to advanced screenings. With over 5,000 tests and branches nationwide, SynLab delivers the trusted quality you've come to rely on. Our expert team uses cutting-edge technology to provide the answers you need so you can take control of your well-being today. Visit any SynLab branch. Call 0302-763-580 or 059-380-410 or 059-380-4101 or check out synlab.com.gh. SynLab, your trusted lab right where you are. SynLab, the new med lab. SynLab, test with the best.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509-551-609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
This Christmas Eve, skip the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Welcome to the Situation All White Party 2025, where the music never stops, the energy never drops, and the fun never ends. Celebrating grand style with great music, irresistible food, and an atmosphere that screams good vibes only. Date 24th December 2025. Venue Good Park near the Accra Mall. Time 8 p.m. till late. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Get ready for electrifying live performances from Kofi Kinata, Perez Music, Inchin Chin Band, and DJ Mingle. Wear your best all-white fit. Bring your dancing shoes and let's light up the night together. Book your tables now. Call 0205-973-973 or 0558-973-973. It's Christmas Eve. Don't miss it. The Situation All White Party 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM, and it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Bethel Logistics, and Hallmark Cafe, and supported by Oswald Investment Limited, Verve du Vernet, and Logistics Movers.
DJ, bring the tune back again. I shot the fans, so I see Franco from Guess, well, it can give it that.
Set your
This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, Auntie Abena. You won't believe what just happened. Grandma received her 4 TV. 4 TVs? Yes, 4.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, don't be there.
Oh, it's like a scandal now. You are using it to spread grandma like that.
Spread grandma?
4 TVs, 2 fridges, microwave, Abba. Why? Do you want to open an electrical shop for her?
Hey, no.
Eh?
It's a regular 100 cities I send her.
Call grandma.
Call grandma.
Hello?
Hey, grandma. So who is buying all those stuff for
the luckiest? We've been told me 5 times a year.
Yes, so with the luckiest, anytime you buy tickets up to 100 cities, whether small or at once, you are guaranteed to win a free gift. TV sets, fridges, hampers, airtime, cash. Freebies they drop like rain. Remember to dial *712#, choose option 4 and follow the prompt. With the luckiest, everybody gets to win something.
If I win, you win.
Channel One TV has a way of telling their stories. Stories that empower change. Capturing the trending issues, delving into our communities, getting out the voices that matter.
Almost 13 to 16 people were under the ground and it collapsed on them. Yesterday we were able to make it and remove 8 of them and 4 were dead.
Channel One Newsroom, CNR, brings you an exhaustive coverage of the day's news. 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Don't mine in forest reserves, and always when you've created a mess, clean it up. The laws are there. So it's not that we need more laws, it is just that we need more enforcement.
Channel One Newsroom captures the exact news temperature of the nation. From the northern, western, eastern, and southern parts of Ghana, Channel One Newsroom, CNR's got you covered.
Let's speak to the core issues in terms of how we can prevent professionals who have been given the mandate to teach our children, and for this matter, the old children's standard of care, and how they can live up to expectation.
8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
How can somebody work and you tell the person I appreciate you for 10 good months? I can't stand it. I'm owing rent. What should I do to be able to pay my rent? I don't understand. They should pay us. Enough is enough.
CNR, telling your stories, empowering change. Catch CNR on Channel One TV at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night. From the rice fields of the north to the poultry farms of the south, Ghana is feeding itself. Every bag of local rice you buy, every chicken you roast, strengthens our farmers, our economy, and our identity.
Together, we can build a nation that eats what it grows and grows what it eats.
Eat Ghana, build Ghana, because the future of Ghana is on our plate. The Eat Ghana, Build Ghana campaign is supported by Agri-Impact Limited in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation and the 24-Hour Economy.
Charlie, my clippers are tired. Sometimes they just stop mid-haircut. Ibiyawa.
Hey, relax. Before you turn my haircut into creative arts, I beg, get extra cash from Forms Capital. Make them sort you out.
Extra cash? Tell me more.
Make I put you on game, bro. You get an instant loan that goes straight into your Momo wallet without any long things. You have any day up to 30 days to repay. And interest is only charged for the days you actually use the money. Look, the best part is, the more you repay on time, the higher your limit goes.
Charlie, that be hassle-free way to support the business. A new clipper means more satisfied customers and fewer embarrassing moments. Charlie, count me in.
Whether it's tools, business, or bills, Extra Cash gives you the power to keep your business running. Because when you grow, your community grows too. To activate Extra Cash, dial *170#, select 5, then select 3, and then select 5 again to sign up for free. Live extra with Extra Cash.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Many dance ankasa don na me don wo na eba no say no don't queen, na me ding you. A true bonnie na me mwana, and I say me kosha konfu. Se obi do wana, jaini ya uki kano na mintiyo. Angela chichire bido ulimse, if you only power. So nameti odasi afi endese akikimia afi na uko dowi wallahi talai be kwaya ajiwona yamfano kwayo sema fungu wakachirabio na mimpa ucho na nyesa jayo wa go if you need power, come on at way. Above away, any more. And you know what? Yeah, because you're the one I say, oh, Sophia. I said, it's your Lucia, good, yeah. Then you cry. Any more. See me one more throw.
70 minutes past 8. Good morning. Please wish my mother, Mrs. Rosamond Jan Selby, a happy 90th birthday today. From her children Lydia, Rosamond, Dolores, Helen, Genevieve, and Echo. Wow, that's a beautiful one. The beautiful 90 to Mrs. Rosamond Zan Selby, from Lydia, Rosamond, Dolores, Helen, Genevieve, and Echo. Wow. Better than team, kindly wish my son Gordon Seiram Senyo Jr. a happy birthday. We wish him good health and long life from his dad Gordon Senyo and mom Constance and brothers Sedinam and Selinam. Another one coming in. Happy birthday to Michelle Dampari Mate of Forts International School. Great future ahead of you from your parents Kamal and Rachel and your siblings Kamal Jr. and Mikkel. To Michelle Dampari Mate of Forts International School. Happy 10th wedding anniversary to Dr. and Mrs. Boachi Donko. Doc is a senior resident clinical microbiology called Lebu Teaching Hospital. Today is the big 10th wedding anniversary. So Mrs. Evelyn Boachi Donko, your husband is reaffirming the commitment 10 years into this beautiful journey. All your birthday requests are brought to you by the MasterCard Ghana. Watch out for the MasterCard VIP treat at the Afro Future Experience. Step into a room with all the stars, rub shoulders with the biggest African stars, enjoy their vibe, dine and wind down with your favorite artists, and see the things they do before the show. Spend super cool time with the organizers of the Afro Future Festival. December is here. Let your MasterCard take you to the stars. Visit priceless.com/Africa to buy your VIP tickets. So, Sky, I was asking for people to send me their own versions of acronyms of common words. So I told you somebody sent me hope means hook onto prayer every day. Ni Apatu sent me something quite interesting. It says stand. Stay trusting and never doubt.
Yeah.
STAND. Stay trusting. Is that what stand actually means though? I guess it's in a certain context, right? In the biblical context of standing and not falling. Stay trusting and never doubt. Because of course there's also physical standing, which is just, I had some very interesting ones this morning. Team together, everyone achieves more.
Yeah,
I think that's powerful.
That's beautiful.
Together, everyone achieves more.
Yep.
I think that is possibly the best. Yeah. Focus. Follow one course until successful. I like
that's
it.
deep.
Follow one course until successful. Dream. Dare reach every aspired milestone.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Dare reach every aspired milestone. So dream. Dream.
There's push there.
What does push mean?
Push says pray until something happens.
That's correct.
It's coming in from Kinsley of Dolphin Telecom.
So that's one I've heard before. Push. But that's used in the context of spiritual one. I like this one. Faith. Face adversity in trusting him.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Face adversity in trusting him.
These are all inspired from the Christian faith.
Not necessarily. Team is not.
Yeah.
Together everyone achieves more. It's not. Ghana, God has a nation ahead.
God, there was something we were saying much earlier. Said God
Ghana
has appointed Nkrumah already. Or something.
God has appointed Nkrumah already. No, I read God has a nation ahead. God has achieved. God has done what?
Appointed Nkrumah already.
You and Nkrumah is there.
Of course, I'm a
Nkrumah guy.
I'm a full-time Nkrumah.
God has appointed Nkrumah already. So you are part of one party state.
Of course, there were excesses that
we don't want one party.
There were excesses. Those were excesses.
To be honest with you, you know, sometimes we make one party state sound like some terrible thing. China has just one party, but they are not complaining. They are happy.
Well, it has its own downside.
Change your mind. I'm not saying we need one party state, but you know, sometimes we are made to feel like something is so bad. China has one party. Are you telling me you are better than Chinese people?
You see, by design, God designed human beings to be capable of making a choice between two or more things.
In the medieval times, there were no the politics; they were all kings. They were always one party.
No, but they were ruling houses.
Was Agokoli a political party?
No, Agokoli was a ruling house.
But it was one house. No, it was one. But no. What we have now is somebody is in power, somebody is waiting to come to power. In those days, when somebody is a king, they are not doing politics with anything.
No, but there was always an alternative, another house waiting to take over. So the houses,
but the houses wait and emerge after the man has finished. And when he's in power, when he's in charge, they are not politicizing everything he does.
Yeah, that is true. So we can always reform our democracy.
See, I'm not even saying democracy is bad, but I'm saying that when they say one party state, it's not a sin. It's just that we didn't like it. But I'm saying that China has one party. They are not dying. So you see, sometimes we should open our mind. Let's not make it look like, okay, what if I even told you that NDC and NPP, they are one party? That one to always say. They are one party with the same mother, two different parties. So what isn't it one party?
You see, the issue is whether the Ghanaian people have the option to choose from. The options there to choose from that. Oh, I'm choosing from A or B.
Yeah, but the Chinese people, they choose.
Imagine.
Okay, wait. This choosing you are choosing, which is good. We have the choice. And I'm saying, go to China. They also have leaders. They are also chosen in some way, but they are also doing well. What I'm saying is that you see, don't understand. I'm not saying that we should go to one party state. I'm saying
I agree with you.
The way we've been educated, we make everything non-Western look so bad. And I'm saying that the Chinese, they have democracy in their definition. And in that democracy, they select their leaders after taking them through a certain process. And the quality of leadership they are having is better than many African countries. So even though we like democracy and we want it to succeed, we are not going to make fetish out of it. That is the only system that works. It's not the only system.
You see, our people say that...
no, are you ready to consider what I'm saying?
Hold on, I want to respond to that. Our people... No, wait. Our people say that
that's the thing.
You understand?
That's the thing.
So I am prepared to make concessions on that point. But to say to you that the Chinese system as we know it has many defects. In fact, it was the reason Nkrumah faced the challenges he faced subsequently during
once you consider it's okay, I'm not going to debate it because the American system also has many defects.
That is true.
I mean, today Trump went to write a list of former presidents in the Oval Office. You should see what he wrote about his predecessor and what he wrote about himself.
Those are excesses.
That is a democracy.
So can I ask you both a question then?
No, today I'm moving for. I don't want to discuss that.
It's just a question. You decide if you want to answer.
But before you ask the question, Ghana, God has chosen Nkrumah already. Now we go again.
No, that one we all agree. So what is the Ghana or the Ghanaian system? We've seen the American system of democracy.
There's a confusion.
No, there's no confusion. Ghana is NDC MPP.
No, but I feel like therein lies the problem because we are modeling after other people, so we need
to be fair, somebody told me, Michael Kwe told me that Ghana is like we are trying to merge America and UK, and it's not working.
It's not working.
So we should think through it better. Then he asked me about when you go to a traditional king's court and the way they adjudicate, and you go to our parliament and they are shouting. Is that how when you go to a king's palace and you have a dispute? Is that how they do it in there? So let's focus on what
we need to actually go back into the crucible and brew a Ghanaian model of governance.
But we are brewing it.
I don't think so.
No, you see, let me tell you, you will never, unless there's war, like Rwanda, where you stop everything and start again. The best way to build a system is to keep preparing what you have. There's no way we are going to sit down and say, okay, everybody go and sit at the stadium, let's decide what to do. It doesn't happen.
Keep repairing what you have.
Yes, so what you do is, the only way to create a system is to evolve what you already have. Because we are never going to stop this system. Do you understand me? So it's not like if you are Rwanda, you have a genocide and then somebody takes over, he can build a new system from the ashes. But where we are now, this thing you are saying, we can only evolve to it. There's no way we are going to have a clean slate to start, because you have to be true to the current system. So there will be no day where we start from scratch. So we have to agree and say, with this MPP and this thing we have, how can we make it better? That's the only thing we can do.
I mean, I understand your point, but that's not how I understand how Sky espoused this, and that's the point I'm also making. Okay. That we need to look within and create something. A system that will fit us. And the best ways, I mean, there really isn't many new things. The best way is to go back and look at some of how our traditional authority existed and managed their affairs, and how the lessons, the good things we can pick from that. Because if we keep doing the Western or the Eastern democracy that we've seen, and it keeps failing, we can't keep doing it.
Okay, what I'm saying is that what we have is not Western democracy. What we have is Ghanaian democracy.
Is it?
I don't think so.
I'll explain.
Okay.
What is Ghana? Ghana was formed in 1957. And we've had 68 years of history. So what we are enjoying today is what we have created as a country.
No.
I'm coming. It copied a British and American system, 92 constitution. We tried to merge it. But it has played out as a Ghana system. What you and the two of you are trying to say is that the system has not been true to our values pre-colonialism. That's what you're trying to say, that the system that has emerged is not, when you compare it to the way we believe to live ideal, is not working. But I'm saying that what you have is Ghana. Because what is Ghana? Ghana is the collective aspirations and values and morals of its people. So the monocracy, the radio station shouting, that's what we have created. What we are doing is not how Americans do it. This is not how British do it. This is how we do it. So we copied part of America and copied part of Britain
without understanding them.
And then we added. I'm making a point too. We added our flavor to it. So you cannot say that what we are running is a British system or an American system.
We did not add our flavor. Our flavor, added our misunderstanding.
Our flavor is our behavior. The flavor is the way we do our politics. Is it the British who did it for us?
I don't think
Is
so.
it the British who told you that every morning be discussing politics? Is it the Americans who told you that every day when you wake up in the morning, put somebody honorable? Yes, is it the American who told you to do that?
No, Bernard.
You created it yourself.
Bernard.
Is it the British who told you to have? I'm coming. Is it the British who told you to have 358 radio stations where every morning discuss politics?
Bernard, there's
you created it yourself.
There's an identity crisis. I understand the point you make that this is the Ghana we have created.
Yeah.
But let's not lose track of the loss of identity from our interaction with colonization. Let's not lose track of that. So who is the modern Ghanaian? The modern Ghanaian is a remnant of a certain tyrannical time. Okay, remember that the colonial era was not just a political warfare on Ghana, but there was cultural hegemony as well. Yeah. And so there's earlier this week we were talking about why we seek validation from externally from Western ideals. Yeah. All of these are products of that. Yeah. So I understand you when you say this is the Ghanaian version, but it's still wrong because it is not originally who we are.
Fair enough.
The modern Ghanaian is a post-colonial product.
Correct.
And because of the loss of identity, a lot of these solutions we are trying to find to our democracy and our governance will be problematic because we've not answered the question of our identity. We've not solved that fundamental problem.
I am with you like 90%. The only thing I would say to you in addition to that is that, you see, colonialism is very powerful and very it has influenced the way we become. But it's not the only factor.
True.
So China was colonized by Japan, right? Mm-hmm. But China has found a way to evolve a system that is uniquely theirs.
Well, they dispute the use of colony, they use occupation.
Whatever word you want to use. The truth is that a foreign power dominated them, mobilized their resources and used it, did atrocious things to their citizens for a period that they couldn't free themselves. They needed to go to war to be free. You can call it colonialism, you can call it occupation, you can call it whatever you want. What I'm trying to say is that colonialism has been very, very bad. But we are not the only country that has been colonized. Malaysia was colonized by the British. They may have used a different approach to colonize them. If Malaysia and Ghana were at the same level 40 years ago and now they are ahead of us, colonialism doesn't explain the difference enough. What explains the difference? The quality of governance they've had post-colonialism, their sense of national identity pre-colonialism and post-colonialism. So I'm still saying that you are right in saying colonialism is a big part of what we've become, and the system we have evolved is not uniquely Ghanaian.
But my point is not necessarily focused on it's about identity.
When you say uniquely Ghanaian, open the phone lines and ask me, when you say something is Ghanaian, what is it? Because pre-colonialism, we existed in some arrangement. Fantis at the coast, Ashantis in the middle, Evers where they are, Guans and the rest of it. We didn't have a sense of one people. There was a lot of fights. The British exploited those fights. Told the Fantis what they would tell them. Bond of 1844, whatever they wanted to do, we all became a British colony. Brought education and all the rest of it. We all speak English and therefore we behave in a certain way. So all of that is part of who we are. Now, if we were like one group before they came, when they left, we'll go back to what we were. But we're already envious of each other.
Just give me a minute. Challenge in the one.
I'm coming.
You talk about.
You see, don't forget that ethnicity is also part of our problem, and it wasn't created by the British.
It was exploited.
So, but it already existed.
No, but
so I'm coming. The flavor of our democracy, which we have created, whether it's British or American system, the ethnicity flavor is not a British heritage. It was there pre-colonialism.
True.
One of the reasons why our politics doesn't choose the best people always is because politicians exploit. So what have politicians done? They just continue what the British did. Our suspicion for each other is what the British used to dominate us. When they left, they handed over power to African leaders who also used our suspicion of each other to continue to do it. So if you want to explain our predicament, yes, the British colonialism was one, but suspicion of each other. Don't forget, even the continent of Africa, a conference of Europeans in Berlin, they decided that they would create countries. They drew borders. Some of my family members live in Togo. All of a sudden, they are learning French. I'm learning English. I have friends who have family members in Ivory Coast. Some of their family members are in Ghana. I have friends who have friends in Ghana. Some are in Burkina Faso. It was created by somebody. So in that 68 years, you are trying to form a nation. So back to my original argument. My original argument is that this NDC MPP thing is how we have manifested the 92 Constitution, which is an aspiration our leaders had about a hybrid system. We can blame colonialism for the fact that when you compare that system to our traditional pre-colonial system, it's not pure. But I'm saying that our ethnicity, our corruption, our lies, our friendliness, our humor have all merged into creating what we have called NDC MPP Ghana politics. So if you want to change it, you will not get a chance to have a fresh start unless there's disaster or catastrophe or war. So the best way to change it is to say, how do we live in this system and improve it in a way that can deliver the best for us? Going back to the China point, I am saying that the reason we got here in this whole argument was that Sky's point is that God has a nation ahead. God has appointed Nkrumah already. We like Nkrumah, but we don't want one party. And I said, bro, one party state is not what we want now in Ghana. But for somebody, it worked for him. Number two, China, they consider what they do a democracy. When you read Chinese literature, when you talk to Chinese academics, I'm coming.
Says, is that what the citizens say?
Have you gone to interview a Chinese citizen and he told you he's not happy?
We read academic literature, my brother.
So
we read news items.
Chinese people say they have a democracy.
Some Chinese people.
It's their version. The Chinese version of democracy.
Some Chinese people
selects people on the basis of meritocracy and gives them leadership.
Our
version of democracy collects money from people at primaries and votes for them.
No, but
so a Chinese person can have a prefectory leader who starts out as an MCE. He eventually, after showing whatever he shows, is given a position in the Chinese Communist Party as whatever. He calls it democracy. You go to Congress. The person gives you money as a delegate to choose him. And then you say you have democracy, so it's not democracy. What are you saying?
I don't think anybody has said
you are giving somebody's giving you money to vote for him, and he is selecting somebody based on the way he performs, and you say the same is not in system because yours looks like a democracy.
I don't think
because you are choosing.
Nobody here has
or is it the vote that makes your system better than his vote?
But nobody here has made that assertion. Nobody has said that. Nobody has said that our democracy is better. No.
In any event, but criticizing someone else's, you are inadvertently saying.
No, you can criticize.
China say they have democracy.
Every system is not. There's no perfect system. What is important is that the system must be functional. So if you have a Chinese person A saying they don't exist in a democracy, they are not happy. There's a Chinese person B saying the opposite.
In 50 years, they've built an economic powerhouse.
Yes.
In modern history, there's never been a country that has transformed in the manner China has transformed.
Nobody disputes that.
And you are even going to buy furniture in their mall next week for Christmas.
Bernard,
they have taken over the whole world.
Nobody.
Let's humble ourselves and look at the system they run. I'm saying that let's not let Western concept of democracy make us demonize things that shouldn't be demonized.
Nobody is demonizing.
The Chinese have one party. And the party is working for them. Let it work for them. Let's not leave them.
Bernard, you see,
they are performing their own democracy.
Bernard, leave them. It is easy to sit here and assume that everything is godly about what's happening in China.
Have I said that?
I said the system you are romanticizing.
No, I'm saying don't criticize. No, you are conflating my argument. I am saying that China say they have a democracy, and you are saying that choice is at the center of democracy.
Yes.
So you essentially saying you have to vote. Yeah. And I'm saying they believe that the system they run is a democracy. No. I didn't say it. I said they believe. I didn't say it is.
And it's working for them.
Exactly.
Bernard.
So leave them.
No, you see,
don't use Western concept of democracy to judge them.
Bernard.
That's all I'm saying.
Bernard, go onto the internet today.
Yes.
You will see a plethora of literature put out by respected academics within China and outside, who raise serious issues about why in today's day and age a country confines itself to one party state, where the people from within are limited to choosing between only candidates coming in from the same political party or something to that effect.
No problem.
And they say that they want to manifest their political aspirations in diverse ways, including the opportunity to choose between different political parties.
Good.
The Chinese leadership suppresses that.
Yes.
I am saying that to many people within China.
Yes.
They oppose that. They raise issues.
Do you know how many Americans?
But the state of China.
Do you know how many Americans oppose the American system? Listen to Jeffrey Sachs. When he argues about what America has become,
it is fair.
He's a respected American economist. There are many Americans who also oppose the American system.
That is true.
So I'm not saying that we should become China. What I'm saying is that the Chinese have created something that works for them. They choose to call it a democracy. Western ideas of democracy say China is a dictatorship, no problem. All of this was because of a one-party state. I am not saying we should go back to a one-party state.
Okay.
I even think we have a choiceless democracy because the two leading political parties are not even that different.
Exactly.
I'm not downplaying the importance of choice, but I'm saying let's not make fetish of choice. People want a life that makes their life better. So if the Chinese system makes the Chinese citizen better, let's respect their system.
But you see, but the concept of better is not to be confined to the idea that grandiose public, buildings have been put up, factories are working well, and that is all. There is also inherent in that argument the need for people to feel that they are free in a society they are building together.
No problem.
Now, when you go to China and you raise those issues, there are people who raise those issues that liberty is at the center of everything.
Every
this matter of choice?
Every system has limitations.
Yes.
So you're saying for China, they may have food, but they don't have freedom.
Exactly.
But there are many African countries that have freedom without food.
That is also a valid argument.
So we have to decide what we want as a people.
Please allow me.
You may not have it all. America, even. You see, the thing about America that we don't know is that there are many things there that they don't tell you.
Nobody is glorifying America in this argument.
Can I come in? Please allow me to interrogate the choice, which is fundamental to the argument of democracy, right? Or, in my opinion, Western democracy. Let's ask ourselves what choice we have in this so-called multi-party system, which is really a duopoly.
Thank you.
What is the choice when after every 4 years you choose the next available party, which is right now we have NDC. So when NDC said, how is that choice? It is an illusion of choice. It is not really choice.
Thank you.
I personally have a very difficult appreciation of the whole concept of democracy. It's a lot of big words and big ideals being thrown around.
Arguments in parliament.
Now, Sky, here at this point, I disagree with you. I'm going back to your earlier point, which I agree with, as in crafting something that fits who we are, that fits our identity, that fits our values.
Okay, you know the
you ended for me.
You know the context in which I made that position.
I'm listening to you.
Look, democracy is not a concept to be defined in a limited way, right? Every country can decide.
Thank you.
What for it constitutes democracy.
Exactly.
Hold on. I'm coming to the point.
Thank you, my brother.
So that if you go into our traditions,
yes, please,
how we ruled ourselves,
yes, please,
in our nation states, in our city states, in our little clans across the whole of Africa, there was a way of choosing who was to lead us.
Exactly.
In every tradition, there were ways of electing who would become the head of family.
Was voting
the head of class.
Was easy part of it?
No, the easy was no. We didn't have. We have our own way of determining
the head
who
of family, the head of clan,
the chief guy.
Thank you. So what you are saying is what I'm saying. What we need to do is to say, let's look at what we've done since independence. Let's look at what has worked since '93. How do we tweak it in a way that reduces the evils and makes it better? So, for example, what can we learn from our traditional dispute resolution that we can borrow and add to our parliamentary discourse? So we are on the same page. So we are evolving a system that works for us. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we can say, when it comes to a dispute, we have a way, for example, we use Asantini to go and mediate between the two groups. What can we learn from that in the way, and even borrow it into even our justice jurisprudence, or even in our parliamentary? Because I always say that when I hear our MPs argue, I always make 2 points. They are always arguing about procedure more than substance. When I go to my traditional court, yes, the procedure is important, but substance is very critical. Now, the reason they argue about procedure is that they learn the system in school. It's not native to them. So a good parliamentary practitioner, Kicheme Sambos, has been in parliament for 25 years, so he's a master of the procedure. But most new MPs, for the first year, they don't sit up because it's learned by practice. Do you understand? And I'm saying that, but if you go to his hometown and he appears before the chief and they have to settle a dispute, he doesn't need to go through procedure. The procedure is already known. So my first argument is that we are now learning. So we are caricature. We have a system that we are learning that is not native to us, right? Have you noticed that when Asantini has to adjudicate a land issue, sometimes he'll keep quiet. He will let this come and talk. Then when he has to talk, fine, they finish. They have their appeal processes. They have their way they do their things, but it's native to them. So I'm saying that in the system we've created, which is partly British, American, 93 Constitution, adding House of Chiefs and all those things, we have evolved a system that is not native to other. We have to learn. Okay. Number two, look at the way they shout at each other. I always say that when I go to, again, the court or wherever they adjudicate in a traditional African society, you can't be shouting like that. There's a speaker. When the speaker keep quiet, Sky, even last week, Speaker Rosie was still shouting. They shouted, and the speaker got exasperated. I'm saying this cannot be. So the point you guys are making, I agree, is that we need to think about how to tweak the system to make it more innate to the way we traditionally live. Because in that system, when I go to my hometown, the way we greet, you know it. I don't learn it in school. But when you go and read plenty law at Harvard, and you come with a wig and come and stand and say, standing orders 24 something, then Ayariga will shout, then Afenyomakin will shout. And the whole argument is not about whether the document is right or wrong. Mr. Speaker, I stand on order 88 and I want to go for division. Mr. Speaker, I don't want division. I want to go for voice vote. Mr. Speaker, 42-6. As a person, nothing proper, nothing better. They are all because we don't even understand. Because you see, the argument of a procedure reveals that this is not how you live. Because if you go to Asante in his palace or a woman affairs palace, procedure is crucial, but it's already known and it's already clear. So when you bring a matter, this man has come to take my wife, they won't come and say you come under order 64 something. No, they will go straight to the issue. So we waste time. If you listen to parliamentary debate in Ghana, I'm using as an example, we waste time trying to agree on how to deal with the issue. We don't waste time arguing about the issue. If you like, take parliamentary debate, you are a lawyer, and separate the debate into procedure versus substantive argument. Procedure is over 80%. It's because we don't understand the system that we say we are using. So maybe you are two lawyers who have African mindset. Propose 20 amendments to the way we do our democracy that can make it more natural to us. Then we'll spend more time debating substantive issues. I rest my case. Good morning.
Good morning.
These two people wanted to provoke me on China, but I won't be provoked.
Well,
next year you have to send me to China. I want one of their e-vehicles.
No, that's easy.
I want to go to China.
Now we have some here.
No, the e-vehicle, EV.
Yes.
The one that doesn't make noise.
No, we have.
You have hybrid.
No, we have
in Ghana now.
No, in my company.
Oh,
I want some for myself, not for Ghana. I thought you said you bought some here.
No, we'll get some.
I need an EV, and I hear China are the leaders. BYD.
That's true.
So yeah.
Well, BYD at the global level, but in China there are
more brands.
Serious contenders. Yeah. Even in Ghana, if you go to Zonda,
can we go there?
We can, of course.
Why
but our brother is there. Our brother is the ambassador.
You've sent me to America. You've sent me to Europe. You've sent me to UK. You've never sent me to China. Why?
No, you go. We will go.
Is visa hard?
No, it has nothing to do with
visa. Why don't you? Is this I didn't do media there?
No. See, this is
what
brought the argument.
I want you to send me to China. I want to go there.
Let me respond to him. Over the Zomo, Hona Zomo. They travel, no, they travel. Connect and travel, no.
Zomo.
No, I thought it was the title of a new song.
The thing song you
are no, you guys.
No, the thing
it sounded like a seminar. Deal with the issue, and I tell you, Ghana, we just confused. Country just confused. We are confused though. We are confused. See, two things that I always say, that you can never consume your way into prosperity.
Yeah.
And this is a country that is consumption minded on every platform.
Yeah,
political.
Yeah.
The politician
consumption.
I mean, I'm listening to some of these people campaigning for primary, when I come, I will bring you to Jubilee House.
Yeah,
when I come, I'll
create an office.
To appoint. The mindset is consumption.
The chopping,
The chopping. When I come, I will chop.
Meanwhile,
And
then
when they come and they are chopping, then they come out of the chop
method
and then come and tell us to sacrifice.
While they are chopping,
when you have promised your own people that you are coming to chop. Now, when you leave power and you are told how much they chopped, then you say you feel surprised. Are you okay?
Let me finish. Let me pay my bills. Experience banking like never before with First Mobile or Quick Banking. *894#. Make real-time transactions with First Mobile or Quick Banking and enjoy fast, secure, convenient banking anytime, anywhere. Now, key services include instant airtime and data purchase, funds transfer to and from mobile wallets, and interbank and intrabank transfers, plus much more. For more details, call First Solutions on 059-6921-921. First Bank, you first. Good morning. Kickstart your day with the irresistible chocolatey goodness of Twisco, enriched with Enerfort, a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, including B, C, D, and iron. It's just 2 CDs, so treat yourself and your little ones to the rich, delightful, chocolatey taste of Twisco. Simply mix with water, add milk, stir, and enjoy. Twisco, power your dream. Dear listener, get a loan in 60 seconds with Easy Cash from Zenith Bank. You can get a loan quicker than I read this announcement. Simply dial *170#. Select option 5, financial services. Option 3, loans. And option 6, Easy Cash. With Easy Cash, no collateral is needed. Apply today. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. Get ready for the Shona Christmas Festival 2025, happening December 20 to 27 on Shona Island, La. It's Shona Island, near Trade Fair. It's 5 days of island magic. December 20, Christmas tree lighting spectacle. 24th December, Swing to Win showdown and fireworks blast. December 25th, Meet Santa and Mrs. Sparkle Claus. December 26th, Enchanted Lantern Parade. And 27th December, Open Air Magical Movie Night. Bring your blanket for our traditional mats and chairs and enjoy the cozy family movie, The Star Under the Stars. The greatest story ever told, featuring Tyler Perry, Tracy Morgan, and Oprah Winfrey. There's free popcorn for the first 100 guests and free ice cream for the first 50 guests. So this Shona Christmas Festival, you can get to be part of it by calling 054-553-0468. Let me repeat this phone number. 054-553-0468. That's the phone number for the Shona Christmas Festival, where island magic meets Christmas magic. The big okay. We have so many comments on this issue. This issue that I don't know where it came from. Celebrate the season and fly straight into the new year with special limited fares on all January flights. This is 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. every Friday, 19th and 26th December. So today and next week Friday. Book exclusively via our website and mobile app. So if you want to fly to wherever you're going, where our goes. Seats are limited, prices are unbeatable. This is your chance to lock in that January getaway. Once the window closes, the deals are gone. So get in touch with our on their website. Don't forget, it's the 19th and 26th of December. Banking just got smarter with the CBG mobile app. Enjoy fast, secure, and convenient banking wherever you are. With the CBG mobile app, you can transfer money, pay bills, confirm checks, buy airtime, and manage your account all in one simple, easy-to-use platform. No queues, no traffic, just seamless banking on the go. Download the CBG mobile app today on both iOS and Android. For inquiries, call 0302-216-000. Email talk to us at cbg.com.gh or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. CBG, we stand with you. All right, Kakra, I want you to read a few comments on this brief discussion before I turn my attention to something else. Our WhatsApp number is 054-998-6996. Freedom or food? Which one do you want? Or which one comes first? Or both?
Well, Lucky Dube said, I want to be a welfare slave or a hungry free man. So I want to be a well-fed slave or a hungry free man. Which one do you choose?
Don't do it like that.
Don't mind. The guy hasn't been hungry.
Don't mind.
Okay, so Courage Ewa says America was one-party state until 1855. Here's another one. Bernard, there's another school of thought that one-party state will bring little to no enemy of the state. Good morning, Bernard and team. I just thought to myself how our inscriptions on our various signboards are mixed with both UK and USA spellings. So what do we really want? Good morning, Bernard and team. We have made the West push democracy down our throats. Go back to history, and all these powerhouses where democracy is thriving started as autocratic or monarch systems. When the system and institutions are stabilized, then maybe a democracy can be birthed. This is Nee from Choco. Good morning, CBS. I get what Bernard is saying. Yes, we are using the British or American democracy, but we don't deal with corruption or the negatives the same way like the Americans or British. Do you remember Sky's proverbs? Like when your brother is on top of the mango tree, you enjoy.
A British Prime Minister's spouse took a train without paying for a ticket because she was, I think, in a hurry.
Yeah.
Charlie?
The following day she was in court.
Bro, Prime Ministers, they have something called MP's expenses. So if we say we want to practice the British American way, let's look at the values that underpin those things. People resign, the public interest is primary. But you want to run a Western democracy with a Ghanaian Kokofu football mindset, you will not succeed. So if you want to do it the Ghanaian way, then let the values that we hold dear define it. Otherwise, the system will not work. Please go on.
This person says the Ghanaian system is like a child with ADHD. A lot of energy and hyper focus for an activity or law, but loses interest after few attempts due to overstimulation. It shows in our law enforcement, policy implementation, and accountability. Hello, Shalom, the democracy conversation. Did Libya have a democracy? Were they a prosperous nation? Did they not have a better economy than the average African country? Were they not wealthier than most countries? Now the Western countries have imposed democracy on Libya. Let's ask ourselves whether Libya is a better country with this democracy than it was before.
The Western countries, they did many things to Libya, not just democracy. There were plenty things they did.
Kwesi Aqua from Sakumono says, Bernard, please ask Sky if what is going on right now is a model democracy. Is Ghana really a democracy or a moneycracy? Bernard, please, what system is Rwanda running? Hello, Bernard, good morning to you, to you and the team. For this one, I support you, Pa. China's system is working perfectly. What we say is China's limitations are for their good. Sky, dear, he's arguing theory. Someone please ask Sky why we are okay with the leadership selection in our chieftaincy system, but when it comes to the presidency, you want us to toe the Western way. Western democracy isn't helping us. Good morning, Bernard. Richard seems to say that voting is a man's ultimate in life. Ask him who plays choosing leaders as the ultimate human aspiration. Solomon in Takrade. Hi Ben, I thought I was the only one who saw things the way you said about our parliament. We spend a lot of time on the procedure and conventions than actual issues, so it's good you spoke on it. You could say so much sense and they will dismiss it because you didn't quote or state some quotations. This is Asklu Kwame in Identity.
Let's read a few final comments and then move to another issue on this. In the meantime, Kofi Kenyatta is promising a stellar performance on 24th night. He's been on Situation once before. He says this time he's coming like Kakai. If you haven't booked your table yet, call this number and ask for... What name should he ask for? Is it Magdalene?
Nimatu.
Ask for Nimatu. So the number is 0205 973 973. Book the table and arrange when you come and pay so that she will know, because the tables are moving very, very quickly. Don't text me and say, Aloski, situation how? I'll say situation fine. That's all I'll say. Or they say, Aloski, I hope you have a table for me. I don't assume. So when you call the number, tell them that, look, my name is Fifi, whatever. My company is this. We want to book 2 tables for situation. we will come and pay on Monday. Right? That one we can take. But book it. Don't wait till Tuesday and tell me that I want a table situation, because when the thing is booked, we won't add anymore. So I want to beg you, call the number and ask for Nimatu 0205 973 973. Your organization or group of friends, what name you want the table to be called, whether you want platinum or you want gold or you want diamond. Simple. All right. 0205 973 973 or 0558 973 973. Please book now. I'll encourage you to book today, so that you use the weekend to organize the money. Monday you come and pay. Tuesday is the day before. Tuesday it will be too chaotic in town. There's too much traffic. So even if I were you, I will book it today and make sure Monday I pay. Because Tuesday, when you leave Adenta in the morning, you get here around 7 p.m. So don't even bother. So please call now and book today. Make the payment by Monday. Tuesday you just you're smiling, and then Wednesday you manifest. You know me so. All right. But I've said it the way I have to say it.
Yeah, and the ladies have started buying the white.
Good.
As for me and Sky, the jalabia, no.
Maybe so.
Once you wear a long white jalabia. Now, are you ready for a magical holiday? Marina Supermarket is turning up the Christmas sparkle. There's only one place to make every moment brighter. Marina Supermarket, with the best prices, the best quality, and the happiest holiday shopping experience. From fresh produce and premium meats to all your favorite festive treats and gifts, Marina has it all. And it gets even better. Come and meet some of your favorite media personalities. Bring the whole family for fun, games, exciting giveaways, and festive surprises. Marina Supermarket is at Cantonment. We are at East Legon. We are at Adenta. We are at Bachona. We are at Tesano, and we are at Airport. Follow us at marinasupermarketghana.com. But I mean, some of the things you are doing is not good though. You are putting all the things. You are not adding kaswa to the thing. You are not doing well.
Say that again.
All the Pechepe places, you know they add kaswa to them.
No, because Kaswa is a state on its own.
See, Cantonment is legal.
But Cantonment is under Accra.
No, Papa. Tesano.
No.
It's not fair.
No, I don't think
it's
this
not
like
fair.
Because Kaswa is a whole state on its own.
That's right.
Have you been to Kaswa lately?
I went there like 3 months ago.
Kaswa, Charlie,
I went to Akweli.
Different Kaswa.
Charlie, different
Kaswa.
And when I went to Akweli, when you go on a high rise with the buildings, see plenty pass.
Aloski. And now, you know, the road from Kaswa all the way to Bojuase, super.
So why won't you move the things there?
No, they have their own things.
No, the thing I just announced right now.
They have some there.
They don't.
I'm telling you, they have.
They have their own version.
Yes.
So as like they have McDonald's.
They have the Kaswa has everything.
Even if we have McDonald's, they have McDonald's.
McDonald's there. Alaji is McDonald's.
People are underestimating the Kaswa economy because
Kaswa economy has to be stable.
All the Pechepe announcements that they make for you. They will say Cantonment, Airport, East Legon.
But you don't have numbers in cantonments. You don't have numbers in cantonments.
So why won't they set up their shop in Kaswa?
Well, they do. That's the problem. Oh,
I bring the thing again.
I just read the thing. It just needs to be Christian Republic of Kaswa because it has everything.
Papa, I've read so many announcements on this program. A lot of the shepherd things,
like
Marina Mall,
they have their version. which has more volumes than your Marina Mall, possibly in cantonments.
But I think China Mall is in Kaswa.
They have more traffic.
Is there China Mall in Kaswa?
I don't know for a fact.
Is there Malcolm in Kaswa?
Yeah, they do.
Is there which other one is there?
They have their own economy.
Is there ShopRite in Kaswa?
I think they have KFC there.
KFC
they do have. But I'm talking about like the mega shopping malls.
Because they have
or they also have their alternatives.
That's the point I'm making. So you may not necessarily attract the same level of patronage that you get when you are in Cantonment.
Because their menu.
Do they have China Mall there?
No,
China Mall they will have.
I see China Mall around the Wager area.
Okay.
I'll be surprised if Kaswa don't have China Mall. I'll be surprised. They will have. Because no, they have one on the way to Insawam.
They have China Mall everywhere. I don't want to shift to this China Mall.
But the Kaswa matter is what is worrying me.
No, Kaswa has everything, Bernard.
They have their own version.
They have everything. Oh, wow. You want to buy a car,
you find it.
Everything
Do they have EV charging stations in Kasua?
I don't know that as a matter of fact, but I'm saying that
they have their own version.
They have their own version.
I'm sure some people have installed the thing in their houses.
No, Kasua.
I'll come back to this Kasua point. Ago Ghana. Are you tired of the Accra hustle and traffic? Take a quick escape to the cool, peaceful mountains of Ibri at Biposo Wellness Center. Whether it's for business, a weekend break, or pure relaxation, Biposo gives you calm, comfort, and fresh mountain air. The perfect place to rest and reset, and it's only 30 minutes drive from Accra. Visit once and you never want to leave. Asomdwe Kesiye pa. Call Biposo on 0200 557 699. Shall I repeat the number? 0200 557 699, or go to Biposo Resort. So that's BEPOSORESORT.com. Biposo Wellness Resort. Peace lives here.
Biposo means on the hill.
Yeah, Biposo high, light on a hill. Biposo or Stoji.
Stoji, yeah.
Do you know, or did you know, that your card can unlock a world of possibilities? At Absa, we see your story and aspirations. That's why Absa Platinum Card offers high credit limits, global access, and lifestyle privileges. With Absa Platinum Card, enjoy secure transactions and premium banking experiences. Absa Platinum Cards make every purchase part of your success. For more information, visit the nearest branch or our website absa.com.gh and speak to our relationship manager. Your story matters, Absa. By the way, if you know if there's a big mall in Akwaswa, let me know why. And Kassamen say they have their own version of everything. Now, let's talk about the hottest slogan in town, Patupa. From GCB Bank. It's your chance to win mega gargantuan prizes. We're talking the ultimate all expense paid trip to the Global Football Fiesta next year. We also have monthly televisions, fridges, cookers, and goodies available. Join the winning team, deposit and maintain 300 cedis or more in your GCB savings and current account. From December this year to April next year, save, win, and go with the Patupa promo by GCB Bank. Terms and conditions apply. GCB, your bank for life. Patupa, Charlie, that thing used to be something.
Charlie.
They stopped using it.
People do like that.
What was it called then?
You know, there some people entered and said, no, this thing is evil. They just stop.
Is this Patuscomana or something? Yumvita infant cereal with milk is making feeding time for babies 6 months and over easy. We have rice, we have wheat and maize, and we have wheat simpliciter. It's enriched with Nutri-V, which contains 16 essential vitamins and minerals, including zinc, iron, and calcium. Yumvita, good nutrition for a strong start. And of course, the winning season is here with the luckiest. Grab your phone, dial *712 or go to the luckiestafrica.com and register for Luckiest Everywhere. All right, can you wrap up some comments on this democracy matter, and then let's see what else we can bring. I'm told there's a palace in Kasua.
Palace Mall.
Yes, a palace mall in Kasua. There's
Palace
also
Mall.
Melcom.
Is it Ghanaian or is it Lebanese or where is it?
No, it's
Palace is Indian.
Ghanaian.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Melcom is also in Kasua.
Same.
Melcom is in Kasua.
Wow.
Is the China model that I don't know?
Well, there's a whole city on its own. So
Charlie, somebody sent me an EV, full EV, $13,000 with a charging station.
It's charging station.
No, the car is $13,000.
$13,000 in which country?
That's a good question.
Are they?
Please, my boss wants to know what is. You want to write Ghana 13,000, or you pay there and then pay there?
Yeah, which is to say that are they importing to you to Tema at $13,000 for you to clear?
That's a good question.
Or you take it out of the port, everything.
I have another question for you. Samens, do you think EVs will replace normal cars in our lifetime?
Oh yeah.
You sure?
Oh yeah. And I'm saying this based on the rate at which they are churning them out, one, and then the countries that have built competences in spearheading the EV revolution, the way they do things. If you look at these Chinese people and the way they do things, it's only a matter of time.
I have two questions.
And then also the sensitivity to our environmental degradation.
So you think that the Western, the advanced countries will push the EV thing to a point where it becomes the main mode of transportation?
I think so.
I have a concern. I think there are so many non-EV cars in the system that the world will not know how to dispose of them. So I also feel like a lot of companies who have invested in doing non-EV cars who will start shipping them and dumping them in Ghana, in Africa.
They started already.
So even though EV may become the mainstay in the Western world, I think if we don't change something about the way we work here, it may take us 50 years to become.
Oh no, 50 years is too much. I mean, look, because there's going to come. Or you want to say something? Yeah. There's going to come a time where even part replacement for your non-EV vehicles will be very expensive.
Will there be enough EV battery available to power EV cars for everybody in the world?
Why not?
Well, that is also the biggest.
Because I'm coming. You see, if you look at the fossil fuels and the way we've done it, there's a lot of oil reserves in many countries that have not been tapped. So you can say petrol has at least another 100 years to live. EVs, the parts they are doing, I don't know whether we have enough lithium, cobalt, and all those things to produce the batteries at the scale that if all cars were to become EV, and how sustainable is. I mean, rare earth minerals and those things. I haven't done the research. I'm just opening my mouth to talk. But it looks to me as if the fossil fuel cars may last longer in Ghana, Nigeria, and those kind of places.
There's a lot of discussion on that in literature. And that's one of the reasons why you see a lot of the geopolitical fight over the DR Congo and its access to rare earth minerals in that particular country. Now, what the concern is also presently in China, reading around what's happening there, is what to do with the old batteries of EV cars. So, as we speak, industries are emerging to take, hold of that particular space and see what they can do with the old batteries.
Okay.
Because the batteries are not things that you can use forever.
The EV batteries.
Exactly. They die along the way. The question is, do you just dispose them off, or there should be a way of recycling them? So that's a big issue. So I do not believe, while I appreciate the rate at which EV cars are moving into, economies around the world, I am skeptical about it replacing entire petrol cars or diesel cars in our lifetime. Of course, technology is improving. People are finding better ways of getting energy to power vehicles. People are exploring solar. People are exploring other systems. In fact, there's even conversation around, water and other ways of powering vehicles in a sustainable manner.
Okay.
But I don't.
Quick correction. Palace is Lebanese, not Indian.
Yeah.
It's Malcolm that's Indian.
I don't think the idea is to eradicate cars that depend on fossil fuel. Once upon a time in this country, Ghana, and I'll talk about Ghana, using a Japanese car was a laughable thing.
Or even automatic versus manual.
Let's take it.
Using a car that's, imported from Japan, or like it was an inferior vehicle. And then came the Korean cars down there.
Nobody wanted to touch.
You drive Tico and people laugh at you.
Those times.
Okay. Over time, it became the main reference point when it comes to saloon vehicles and all that. So I'm just saying that we'll get to a point where we'll have a good mix of both vehicles that depend on fossil fuel and then electric vehicles. But when the reference point of acquiring a vehicle as a young person, your reference point becomes electric vehicle, then that for me will be changing the equation.
So the aspirational desire for EV is what will drive this overtaking.
That's what I'm seeing, because I talk to young people in the UK and their first preference is to go EV.
Already,
I'm telling you.
Some of us in Ghana just want the car.
It's tech.
No, I'm saying that it will come to a time because, of course, the heavy duty diesel vehicles are not looking at this EV yet. But if again you are buying a vehicle for say $30,000, that depends on fossil fuel, and you have an equivalent which is EV for $25,000, there's no
and the EV is also cheaper to power than the fuel.
Exactly. And also in terms of maintenance, the components that you would have to change regularly are not as...
So then your point could be true.
You know, I have a friend who bought the EV vehicle 3 years ago. And then he told me that he's frustrated because at times I want to go and buy fuel.
The fuel is part of your life. You want to go to the fuel center.
So you should get a hybrid.
He misses buying fuel.
You should get a hybrid.
The car is not spoiling, and the man puts the car there.
Are the EV cars hardy enough for our bad roads? So, like, if you live in a place where the roads are bad, will it affect the way the EV car functions?
Again, I don't know as a matter of fact.
Well,
I'm just asking because, you know, the EV cars, they are very smooth. And when you sit, I don't even hear any noise. So the assumption is that usually it's like the thing must be but when you go to kind of road, you know, it could dislocate the battery.
No,
I don't know. Somebody should help me.
I honestly don't think
somebody should help me.
I mean, of course, there will be concerns about some of our areas. You know, you go into Kaswa, some of the areas you go to, the roads are not.
Why are you talking?
The reason I'm worried about EV is that if you take, for example, the 5 of us in this room, we all don't drive EVs.
I have a hybrid.
Okay, yeah, so you are 1 out of 5. Most of my friends in the Western world have at least one EV car of equivalent stature as me. In fact, most people in the Western world who are buying a new car, US, UK, even Canada, it's rare for them to just go and buy a raw petrol car.
So issues are discussions about sustainability.
So my point is that in those societies, they are moving quickly.
Yeah, because they care about the environment.
Yeah,
that's what they are claiming.
I'm just like here. Because ACOM is just looking for a car, and the government. So if the government doesn't create a policy that makes it easier for ACOM to get an EV, if Samens offers him some support to get a car, his first point is just to get a normal car. He's not thinking about EV yet.
Yeah, but
so unless the government has a policy that says maybe all our boats should be EV, because or we'll reduce the taxes on EV or something to make EV competitive. And see, the reason EV is not just a sexy idea. EV is better sustainable for the environment. But I think Ghana, the demand for EV is very far because we haven't incentivized people to get it.
You see, the debate about the environment and how EV is helpful is also divisive because some people look at it in the context of what's happening in DR Congo, where kids are being exploited and the environment is being decimated by the behemoths there in their pursuit of the rare earth minerals that are needed to actually create the batteries for EV cars to properly function. So you find people who are interested in the environment critical of how that is happening. As I stated earlier, there's also a major concern about what you do with the batteries when they come out of they eventually run out of their
can they be recycled?
That is a big research. There's a big research currently going on in China over that particular matter. But you see, Bernard, there's another issue. We as a country, we have huge deficits of what do you call it? Hydrocarbon. What is it? What's it?
It's not that huge.
At least we have some.
That our oil is finishing.
It's not finishing.
It's finishing before it's even started.
No, we are discovering new ones.
Have you noticed that in the past 5 years, the discussion about oil and gas has gone down?
Because the people setting the agenda have made it the point that let's do sustainability. But they use coal to power the economy.
So why haven't we
this stage?
Why have we created our resources to exploit our own oil?
But you see, that is what we should be talking about too while we pursue this EV agenda. Because look, if we allow those barrels of oil to remain in the belly of the earth, and eventually we saw the death of vehicles running on petrol, diesel, and these other forms of energy, what happens to us?
Are you saying that are you saying we cannot be competitive when most cars become less dependent on fossil fuels? Because we also have lithium, right?
We have lithium, but
so we could also I think we have other deposits of components for these batteries.
Like,
I was reading something around the Ewoya deal, and they said if they start, they know there are other companies that can come in to do further exploration and exploitation of lithium. So we do have deposits of those things in the country.
In what quantity?
I don't have the information. The challenge I have now is that Ghana right now, duties on EV cars are higher than duties on non-EV cars. So it looks like the government has not smelt the global coffee yet. They seem to think if we reduce the duty on EV, it doesn't help the current industry of automobiles. But the EV is beneficial for many reasons. Environmentally, it's better than fossil fuels. Accra is very polluted. The air is not clean. So our government policy around EVs doesn't encourage the uptake. If you make EV cars cheaper, if you make all Ubers, the government is now bringing electronic buses. Environmentally, it's better for the country.
Let me ask a trick question. Is it better if you compare it to the fact that we still burn, if you like, heavy fuel or light crude, as they claim sometimes, in order to generate electricity, which electricity ultimately gets used in order to power these EVs?
Good point. Is electricity in Ghana is diverse in terms of sources. So we have hydro. Gas is a transition fuel, which is better than raw heavy fuel oil. So I think that in generating electricity, even fossil fuels will become less emphasized. If you listen to the minister, he's trying to create hybrid versions of exclusively fossil fuel generating power plants and also going for cleaner energy. So I don't think Ghana has missed the trick when it comes to the generation of electricity. The problem is in the powering of vehicles. If you can generate enough electricity using gas, Nigeria right now is licensing about 27 companies to also stop flaring and to produce gas. The more gas you have in West Africa, the easier it is to use it to generate electricity. The more electricity you have, the less you need. So you see, instead of using your oil deposits to produce just raw crude and petrol to power a car, if you can exploit the gas and then use it to generate electricity and use it in driving a car, it's much cleaner overall than to just use a normal diesel car. So I think the argument for EV is clear. Our policies have not woken up to the reality he points to. Okay, and the challenge I have is that the Western countries will dump their petrol cars on us, and then it will become a problem for us.
Yeah, but we can always recycle the metallic parts and the leather and the.
Even your baller, you can't recycle. You don't even have a waste separation. You want to recycle that. You can't even recycle your baller.
No matter which position we take, we have always and we will remain for a long time a dumping ground
for everything.
They
dump fridges here, air conditioners. They were dumping. They dump furniture. Now they are coming to dump fossil fuel. Everything they dump it.
They dump everything. You see, this gentleman, Fauzu in the newsroom, has done a documentary on this, the Obroni Wewu and the environmental degradation, which is yet to air. Papa, you should watch it. You will weep.
The brand.
Yeah, you understand. So for us, look, you were talking about EV vehicles and what happens to the in the Western world, the vehicles that depend on fossil fuel. Where are they going to dump it? Hold it right there. Let's not even move to EV vehicles. Even when there are new models of their vehicles that depend on fossil fuel, when there are new models, what happens to the old ones?
They send them here.
They dump them here.
And we collect it and add a markup to it and sell it at an exorbitant price.
It's a very aggressive policy of using us as a dumping destination.
They even do accident cars.
No, that's what I'm saying. But the accident cars, no, it's called marked for Africa. You go and check.
And yet it's so expensive.
So our policy is not hostile to these things.
Accident car.
While we are here today, the policies that exist are not hostile to this one. So you are thinking that when the EV comes, then suddenly we'll come up with policy. Nothing will happen.
Unless we are deliberate.
People will make their choices as individuals.
But is it also not a question of the capacity to buy?
That's true.
But if EV is cheaper, then we should have it better here.
That's why the Chinese are more aggressive now. Because you are in this automobile industry thing. You will find a used vehicle, fairly decent used vehicle, for say $20,000 to $25,000. Move to the Chinese people in Ghana here.
Now you can get a fresh car for 20,000.
That's the point I'm making.
So why would I go and buy a Toyota Corolla?
Trust me, I've been dealing with these Chinese people. Their target is to upstage the culture of buying used vehicles in Ghana.
Long may it succeed. Why would I buy an accident Corolla from Amsterdam when I can get a fresh Chinese car at the same price?
You see, but Bernard, but that argument is invites another discussion. The reason, because and that's where my problem is.
The reason,
because we have the cocoon paste. we have the
Swami
magazines. We have the welders, we have the fitters, we have all of these people. We have already destroyed the what they call it, technical universities or polytechnics, and turned them into
how do they benefit from accident cars?
No, it's not even the accident. Those are the people who fix them. When I get, hold on, Bernard, please, I beg.
Sky,
when those
after you.
When those vehicles come into the country, and also because of the capacity to pay or not to pay, we are able to hire these people in many cases to fix them. We are able to get the people in Abusukai to get the parts that are needed to actually sort them out. As we speak, our expertise hasn't expanded to actually deal with problems with e-vehicles. What it also means is that there has got to be some work done to actually deepen our knowledge, if there is one.
So are you saying that
in
there
that
are no workshops that can help fix EV cars?
In many ways, there are only very few people who can deal with it. In fact, even the charging stations, there are just a handful around the national capital. So you have
we cannot run our vehicle policy based on the repair capacity of Kokombe people.
Bernard, the reason we
can't do that. Hold on, Sky. I think you are even moving too fast.
No, Bernard.
No. And I'm not saying you are wrong. I'm saying that you've gone a step further.
It's important.
No
jobs
because I'm not even going to talk about EV cars.
Okay.
Even the highly electronic cars that depend on fossil fuel, our mechanics cannot repair.
Yeah, that's also true.
I chop my money.
Coming back to the point you just made, you see, it's important that it's good that we have the Kokompes, the Swami magazines. I can talk about Swami magazines because I grew up in Swami. So, but the state of affairs in Swami magazine, the Kokompes and the likes, are not built into the global value chain system, and that's where the problem is.
Obey me.
We are satisficing with the talents which have not been refined. You talked about welding. Now, on the same argument, when we got into this oil and gas business, these Swami magazine and Kokope should have been a good place to harvest welders. But what we were shocked to notice that the type of welding that they were doing falls significantly short of the global requirement. So I think that is a good place to start to strengthen the institutions like the magazines, the Kokompes, and it has to be a deliberate
train
effort.
them in EV.
You understand? They're across board. Just the EV.
In modern.
You understand? For instance, I had a radical thinking that look, all our technical institutions or secondary schools or tertiary should have hubs in Swami magazine, hubs in Kokompe, those who are doing mechanical engineering. You understand? So that we can marry the traditional talent of repair works or maintenance, or how do you call it? What's the proper word for it? Those who are learning skills, apprenticeship, to now formalize it so we can advance it to meet global standards.
Let me give another radical example idea. What about car companies that sell fresh EV or normal cars, whether it's Zonda or Photon, affiliating them with universities like Accra Technical University, Ho Technical University. Like Toyota now have a center at University of Ghana Engineering. They have one at Tech. So you could also say to the Chinese company that, you know what, when you bring your cars in, we want our engineers and mechanics and technicians to know how to deal with these cars. So as part of the conditions for your reducing the duties and everything else, set up a center in a technical university so that our ability to understand the repair of these cars is enhanced. Don't bring 200 Chinese laborers to come and be fixing the cars. I think that could also be another way of doing it.
Of course, I mean that's
a deliberate policy we are talking about.
That's what we should be encouraging.
If we don't have that deliberate policy, Charlie, we can push and push and push.
But I need an EV. So if it's not,
you know when you start,
no, don't change the subject.
No, I'm coming.
No, I need No, Sam, still on argument.
No, you were talking. Why are you not saying we?
Fankoba.
I want Fankoba.
I say I need.
Don't say I. Say
no, but you have an EV car.
I told you it's hybrid.
But I'm older than you. I don't have an EV. Then you have some.
This guy. You always put this, right?
Charlie, I need an EV from your Chinese connection.
That's all right. We'll get
your connection, man. No,
we'll get that. Even next week if you want.
No, I need a big one.
Papa, then you should remember
I need
this commitment you are making for me.
Wait, I need a family car, not. I need a family car.
Don't worry. There's one that's a 5-seater. Yeah.
Okay.
I need a 7-seater.
Okay.
A 7-seater. Yeah. I see. So let's explore that.
So is there a commitment?
To do what?
Otherwise, we'll be worried before the government as well as this committee.
I agree to that.
To do what?
I say for wrong me.
No, you get it. You get it.
Yeah. But I just quickly before you go on your break, I think that while what you have said is important, and in fact, if the GIPC is not looking at it, it should be one of the key things that should drive the policy to bring more EVs into the country. I think we should also pay particular attention to the ordinary folks who are repairing cars across the country. There should be a way of actually helping them to be able to come up to the levels required.
Apprenticeship.
Exactly, to be able to repair some of these vehicles, because sometimes it's not so much about which school you have gone to, it's about
I have another question for you.
It's about learning on the job, understanding what it takes, and being in a position.
I agree. I have another question for you.
Okay, good.
How come solar is the Western countries in China who do solar, we can't do solar, even though we have more sunlight than them?
We can't do, as if we can't produce the panels and the system.
Why we don't fit? I don't understand. We have more sunlight than most. In fact, the way
but solar is not done with sunlight.
That's not what I'm saying. Wait. Let me explain the question. I'm saying that the natural resource that the technology rides on is sunlight.
Yes.
And we have more sunlight in Africa than most parts of the world.
Yeah, but it takes infrastructure. It takes a certain
technical
infrastructure to trap the sunlight.
You need to trap it.
Yeah, to trap the sunlight.
No, to trap.
It is that technical infrastructure that we lack.
Why do we lack?
That's one. Secondly, again, the deliberate policy direction that will insist on going solar is what has been up and down over the years. So not until a government comes and declares solar zones. You see, like you have business park, this is a solar zone.
Yeah.
And created deliberately, it will be up
I went to a company
the whims of business.
I went to a company in Tema called Nexans. Samens. The solar farm that people built is like a football park. And they produce cables, and I think about half of the power they use to produce is solar.
You see, so solar in itself is also a very great resource that countries are exploiting. But the other side of the argument is the land use issues that emerge. If you deploy large tracts of land in order to help trap the sun, what you also do is to a large extent deprive other uses to which the land.
What about rooftop?
So you see, so that is why people say that we should aggressively promote domestic use
of solar, and then use the other one for the
power industry. Yeah, but for some reason, government response has been quite lethargic.
Let's take a break. But they can't know how.
No, because I needed to do my own version of your no Agama Lisa. My thoughts about the earlier conversation.
The democracy thing.
The democracy thing before. So when you come back break here, you see, once you mention Malaysia and Singapore, it's something that I always.
No, you will let you talk about. But the car, the 7-seater,
No, I don't have 7-seater. I have 5.
No, if you're wrong,
I have 5-seater, not 7-seter. 5-seter.
No, you're a big man. You have connection.
No. I have 5-seater.
You have 5-seater.
Yes, not 7.
Okay,
but it's big.
I'll take it like that.
There should be equal treatment too.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Protect yourself from germs and bacteria with confidence. Cleanse hand soap effectively kills 99.9% of germs with every use. Perfect for all your hand washing moments throughout the day. Available in a variety of variants and delightful flavors. Choose Cleanse for yourself, your family, and friends. Make Cleanse your daily essential. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
That's clean soap. Clean Christmas. My favorite time of the year.
This festive season, Volta Serene Hotel invites you to experience the magic of Christmas and New Year like never before. From 20th of December to the 1st of January, step into a world of joy, music, laughter, and celebration. We begin on the 20th with a soulful carols night, filling the air with warmth and melody. Then, on 23rd and 24th of December, arrive in style as we welcome you with fresh coconut and local treats. Christmas Day brings pure delight, exciting moments for kids, relaxing escape for adults, and an elegant all-white dinner under the stars, crowned with a spectacular fireworks display. On Boxing Day, embrace culture and rhythm, from picnics and traditional dance to an unforgettable high life and old school night. As the week unfolds, enjoy movie night, live music, karaoke, and endless fun, until we welcome 2026 with a breathtaking fireworks show on New Year's Eve. Special Christmas packages starting from $4,050 for individuals, $5,250 for couples, and 8,900 Ghana cedis for a family of 4 for 2 nights. Call or WhatsApp 0541 539 867 or 0362 025 243 to book your experience today. Volta Serene Hotel. Feel the serene touch.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved. Looking for a university that truly sets you apart? Academic City University Accra offers world-class undergraduate degree programs in engineering, business, informatics, and communication arts. And that's not all. Now introducing master's degrees designed to equip you with industry-relevant skills and global leadership capabilities. Study on a modern campus, learn from international faculty, and gain hands-on experience that sets you apart in today's job market. With over 15 student ventures launched and graduates thriving in top roles across Ghana and abroad, Academic City University is where future-ready leaders are made. Call now 0262 693 870. That's 0262 693 870. Academic City University, educating future-ready leaders.
Sakofa pepe powder me kwa ujawu me shishi. 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 Shishi wrong. Shishi wrong. Abochi baby de kunya sankofa pepe soup we you know pepe sankofa sankofa pepe powder shishi raw sankofa pepe powder me kwa ujawu me shishi sankofa pepe powder me kwa ujawu me shishi kwa ujawu me shishi kwa ujawu me shishi kwa ujawu me shishi kwa ujawu sankofa pepe powder ujawu
FDA aji ejade nkrato yatum
The Kakamutobi come out in the festive season, and they are as scary as our bills. But we don't want to miss out on parties, family, and festivals. Whether you say Akwaba, Maraba, Wezo, or Obake, EcoBank says tap into vibes in the 5-star enjoyment promo. Be one of 10,000 lucky winners when you deposit multiples of 400 Ghana cedis or take a loan in multiples of 4,000 Ghana cedis to win up to 1.5 million Ghana cedis in cash and prizes. 1-year insurance cover, gift vouchers, and more. That's not all. Use your EcoBank card, mobile app, USSD, or POS to transact and enjoy up to 15% discount. Tap into vibes with EcoBank. T's and C's apply. Bill shouldn't scare you. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. EcoBank will never call or text asking you to verify sensitive information like your PIN, Ghana card, or bank card information. Pay better attention to details.
Welcome to Valley View University, where academic excellence meets purpose. Admission is now opened. At Valley View University, we do more than educate. We shape character, nurture innovation, and empower you to thrive in the 21st century. Programs in business administration, nursing and midwifery, computer science and IT, theology, education, agriculture, which are more tailored to your needs. Our undergraduate and graduate programs are offered on weekends, weekdays, and a distance course to satisfy your mode of choice. Our campuses are located at Oibi in Accra, Kumasi in the Ashanti region, and Techiman in the Bono East region. Don't wait. Join us at Valley View University, where character meets competence. Apply today. Admissions are opened. You can apply now at www.vvu.edu.gh, or you can call us on 030-700-1567 or 030-7011-832.
This Christmas, let the road you travel lead you to a place where comfort meets magic. Welcome to Peduasi Valley Resort, where the ultimate Christmas experience awaits. Indulge in a relaxing massage at our luxurious lavender spa, or revitalize yourself with a refreshing workout at our fitness center. We promise the most rejuvenating Christmas ever. Savor Sumpter's continental and local breakfast options to begin your day right. Our lunch and dinner buffet with the live band music offer the finest Christmas delicacies to make your festive season unforgettable. Don't miss our special Super Soul night and DJ night with friends. Ready for some adventure? Explore our zoo and playground where fun knows no bounds. When it's time to wind down, take advantage of our special room packages available exclusively this festive season. For reservations, call 0540-125-555 or 0540-125-554. Peduasi Valley Resort. Live life.
OCM.
If you're hungry and you know it, OCM.
OCM.
If you're hungry and you know it, OCM.
OCM.
If you're hungry and you know it and you really want to eat. If you're hungry and you know it, OCM.
OCM.
If you're hungry and you know it, OCM.
OCM.
If you're hungry and you know it, OCM.
OCM.
If you're hungry and you know it, and there's nothing in the fridge. If you're hungry and you know it, OCM.
Yo yadis yo, OCM. OCM cereals comes in 3 varieties: wheat, oat, and rice.
Hello everyone, I am Sewami here. I love OCM, be it in the morning, afternoon, or evening.
Ready to eat?
This advert is FDA approved.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Time checking the studios, 9:44. Dosh Health Insurance, in partnership with Mobile Money Limited, has officially launched a digital health insurance solution that allows Ghanaians to access private health insurance directly through their MTN Momo app. A first for mainstream health insurance in Ghana. Congratulations. Let me say good morning to my good friend Belinda Amu. Belinda, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Bernard.
Head of Sales and Marketing, Dosh Health Insurance. So congrats on the launch. So I have never heard of Dosh. So who are you guys and what problem are you trying to solve?
Yeah, so Dosh is a private health insurance company. Dosh is leveraging on digital technology to facilitate quality healthcare to all Ghanaians.
Okay.
Our key value proposition is on 3 A's. That is affordability, availability, and accessibility.
So why did you decide to launch a digital health insurance solution at this time?
Dosh started and we actually gained our license in 2021 December. Right from inception, we knew business operation, the face of business operations were becoming, we're moving from what it used to be to the digital space.
All right.
Business transactions increasingly going cashless, business operation becoming paperless. And so right from inception, we knew where the face through technology, business operations were going. So that's why we introduced digital technology in our operations.
This partnership with the Momo means you can access health insurance on the app.
Yes, please.
Can you explain how exactly it works?
First, you need to download the Momo from MTN app, which is different from the usual MTN app that everybody has. So that has the blue and then the yellow logo. You have to download it and then you do your small registration on it. Now you go to financial services. Number 3 is Dosh.
Oh, it's already there.
It's already there.
All right.
It's already there.
All right. So I can sign up on the app
right now. Yes, please.
All right, cool. So go on the MTN Momo app, you go to financial services.
Yes, please.
And then the third option is Dosh.
Yes.
And then you can sign up.
Yes.
And if you have Momo in your account, you pay directly there.
You pay directly. So there is no mobile number that you have to transfer the money to. Your mobile money number, which is linked to your mobile money app, you pay instantly. Yes, by selecting any of our packages.
Do hospitals accept Dosh as a health insurance partner?
Yes. So first, Dosh is the only health insurance scheme that has partnered Ghana Health Service facilities. So what it simply means is all Ghana Health Service facility, right from CHIP compound, district hospitals, health centers, polyclinic, nationwide, wherever you find yourself in Ghana, when you are on Dosh or you're a member of Dosh Health Insurance, you can access all of these facilities under the Ghana Health Service. Now we also work with private health service providers, so the Nyaho, the Accra Medical, and all the private hospitals that you can name of, we work with Dosh. Again, we also work with standalone diagnostic centers, pharmacies, optical services.
So when you mention Dosh, they know you?
Yes, please. Then there is another thing. Even if you visit a facility that is not Dosh accredited, we pay instantly. Our claim processing is instant. I mentioned availability. What makes us easily available or accessible is because we pay after 24 hours of service delivery.
Correct.
Now, if you should visit a facility that is not Dosh accredited, right there we have a 24/7 toll-free number. I'll mention it before I leave. You can call our toll-free, and then whilst you are at the hospital receiving medical care, we will pay. And so even if you are visiting a facility that is not Dosh accredited, you are free to do so because we pay instantly.
Talk to me about the packages you have, how affordable they are, and what categories. Do you have family? Do you have business, individual? How does it work?
Yeah, so we have individual packages, we have family packages. Now our policies are very affordable. I mentioned one of our key value proposition is also affordability.
Right.
With just 365 Ghana cedis, 365 Ghana cedis, a mere 1 Ghana cedi a day. You have access to 9,000 Ghana cedis, sum assured or annual benefit. So the 365 Ghana cedis is actually an annual benefit per person, and you have a cover for 9,000 cedis for the whole year. Now our second package is the DOSH 750, and the premium per person per annum is 750 Ghana cedis, and we are giving you 18,000 cover for the whole year. Then the third is the DOSH 1,000, and the 1,000 we are giving you 30,000 annual benefits
per person. You are sure about it?
Oh yes, I can give you
DOSH 1,000 coverage of 30,000.
Yes, please.
What's the next one?
So the next one is the DOSH 2,500. That is a little bit higher. Yes, and that is giving you 60,000 Ghana cedis sum assured for the whole year.
Hey.
Yes. And then
this covers drugs, treatment, all those
yes.
things.
So our policies, it covers everything, even known exclusions in the health insurance industry in Ghana. So when I say known exclusions for private health insurance, there are certain ailments or certain drugs that private health insurance do not cover. One is drugs for hormonal drugs. DOSH covers that because DOSH is the only private health insurance scheme that is covering fertility issues like erectile dysfunction. Yes. We are giving consultation, a cap for consultation for IVF. No private health insurer covers it. Yes, please.
The talking is sweet, though. But when we go to the place and we say DOSH and they talk something.
Oh, no.
You are sure?
Yes.
Let's talk about digital. People are concerned about digital things. That's like, Charlie, digital, they are in peril. So, what's your assurance that there's data security, there's trust and transparency in the system?
Okay. So, one, DOSH, we strictly comply to Data Protection Act. I mentioned earlier, we are riding on digital technology, and so when it comes to your medical information, it has very little to do with human intervention, because the claim, when we receive the claim, is processed from the hospital, it comes to us, we through technology we make payments, and so you do not have a lot of people interfering with your medical reports and all of that. Now when it comes to payment too, we do not receive money directly. Right on your Momo app, through your mobile money, you just make payments. And so whenever you see a news somewhere or you hear anybody saying subscribe to our plans, pay to this mobile money number, we don't do that. Even with our corporate clients who pay to us, they pay directly by check or through transfer. So we don't have any mobile money number out there for you to send money. Yes, please.
Let's finally talk about what to expect beyond the launch. So you've had this launch with Momo, the app, so it's working. What should Ghanaians expect from DOSH insurance, health insurance?
First, we entreat all Ghanaians to subscribe on our plans, our health insurance plans, because DOSH so far is the best on the market. Our product is very affordable. We also have a 24/7 toll-free number, 0800 367463, 0800 367463, whenever, 24/7. So even in the middle of the night, you can call and speak to any of our agents. You can subscribe directly on the Momo app, as I mentioned earlier. We also have our website you can visit and then check on our policy, our plans, and some of the other things that I will not be able to mention here, www.0800dosh.me, and we are ready to serve you.
Interesting stuff coming in from Belinda Amu, Head of Sales and Marketing, DOSH. Final thoughts or any final message before you leave?
Yes, so our final message is from 3 John chapter 1 verse 2.
Hey.
Yeah.
3 John 1 2.
I said, beloved, so fellow Ghanaians, we wish above all things that you may prosper and be in good health. So for you to be in good health, get DOSH. Thank you very much.
Bless you. Take a short break on that DOSH note.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Hot jobs. Tired of HR headaches? Simplify your business with Hot Jobs Africa. As your one-stop HR shop, we handle recruitment, labor outsourcing, expatriate management, consultancy services, and corporate trainings. Plus, we offer staff basing and 100% staff support to boost productivity. Don't let HR hassles hold you back. Contact Hot Jobs Africa today. Call us on 030-3980-36 080-3262. WhatsApp us on 020-433-6004 or email info@hotjobsafrica.org. Visit our website www.hotjobsafrica.org. Hot Jobs Africa. Think HR, think Hot Jobs.
Hot Jobs.
This Christmas, let the road you travel lead you to a place where comfort meets magic. Welcome to Peduasi Valley Resort, where the ultimate Christmas experience awaits. Indulge in a relaxing massage at our luxurious lavender spa or revitalize yourself with a refreshing workout at our fitness center. We promise the most rejuvenating Christmas ever. Savor sumptuous continental and local breakfast options to begin your day right. Our lunch and dinner buffet with the live band music offer the finest Christmas delicacies to make your festive season unforgettable. Don't miss our special Super Soul night and DJ night with friends. Ready for some adventure? Explore our zoo and playground where fun knows no bounds. When it's time to wind down, take advantage of our special room packages available exclusively this festive season. For reservations, call 0540-125-555 or 0540-125-554. Peduasi Valley Resort. Live life.
No money and payday is 3 weeks away? How do I fix this? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
That was Dada Joe before he called Fafa.
Yes, Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers, offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required.
Promo is now extended to 31st December. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Papa.
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Mekopena, make your name be sing. Mekopena, make your name she sing. Mekopena, ye koko sing.
Sakofa pepe powder me kwa ujawu me shishi. 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 Shishi wrong. Abosunki babide, unya sankofa. Pepe soup where you know what? Pepe sankofa. Sankofa pepe powder, shishi raw. Sankofa pepe powder, me kwa ujawu me shishi. Sankofa pepe powder, me kwa ujawu me shishi. 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 Me kwa ujawu. Sankofa pepe powder. Ujawu.
FDA aji ejade nkrato yatum.
Make life easier with Sigma appliances. Yeah, your excellent go-to choice for Sigma appliances.
This Christmas, from air conditioners, fridges, freezers, TVs, and washing machines to small appliances, Sigma has them all. And now, beginning January 2026, for every Sigma appliance you purchase, you will be donating towards bettering technical vocation education training in Ghana. Visit Platinum Impex on Espintes Road behind Okadeco for wholesale or find Sigma products at your nearest home appliance shop. Call 0302-801-555 or WhatsApp 0554-666-444 or visit platinumimpex.net. Sigma Appliances. Create possibilities.
Hey, so what goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Wujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It's a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement. Unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrade, and Buipe, or call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 or 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit
anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
From Kumasi to Takrady, from Accra to every corner of Ghana, Royal Foam is giving you a reason to smile, stretch, and say, wow! Wow. Royal Foam proudly presents the Royal Wow promo. Get ready for a massive mind-blowing discount from 10% all the way up to 50% off. Saving more on your favorite Royal Foam comfort products. That's right. Lunar sofas, a whooping 50% off. Beds, 30% off. Aging L-shaped sofas, 30% off. And yes, Royal Foam mattresses, 10% up to 20% off. True comfort, true style. Now at prices that will truly make you smile. But hurry, these deals won't last forever. Visit any Royal Foam showroom or any of our outlets nationwide. Calls on 020-227-1000 and 050-922-7042 today. Your piece of real comfort is here. Royal Foam. Rest assured, it's the Royal Wow promo.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
All right, so reminder, celebrate the season and fly straight into the new year with special limited fares on all January flights with Hour. It's 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Fridays. That's today the 19th and next week Friday the 26th. Book exclusively via our website and the mobile app. Once the window closes, all the deals are gone. Central University invites you in prospective applicants to apply for admissions for the 2025-26 academic year. We believe in aligning you, who you are, with what we do. We are currently admitting students for the following programs: IT and engineering, architecture, design, planning, business, economics, communication, pharmacy, nursing, public health, law, psychology, social work, and more. Our graduate programs include PhD in finance, MBA, MPhil, MSc, and MA programs. Central University raising virtuous and transformational leaders for our world. Bronya is better when you have it all: the laughter, the action, and the magic. And so with DSTV this Christmas, no need to get a Christmas akoko. Get a DSTV decoder as a Christmas gift at 89 cedis. Dial star 759 hash and make this Christmas sparkle with DSTV, your home of entertainment. And of course, don't forget Piva beverages, beautiful for the season: cocktail, grapefruit, tangy, orange, and cola. Finally, the government of Ghana and the office of the president is organizing the Diaspora Summit. Starts today, the 19th of December. It's until Saturday, the 20th, on the theme Resetting Ghana, the Diaspora as the 17th region. To sign up, go to www.diasporasummitghana.org. Well, that's all time would allow for us for the City Breakfast Show this morning. Coming up next is City News at 10 with Samuel Akom. Sami, welcome.
Thank you, Bernard. Good morning and welcome to City News at 10. Coming up, police reinforces security in Nalarugu and surrounding communities following violent clashes. And National House of Chiefs demand more prominent roles in the fight against Galamsey. To the details now. The Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yohuno, has deployed reinforcement teams to Nalarugu and surrounding communities in the Northeast region following violent disturbances that led to the burning of 2 houses and threat of further attacks on residents. The deployment is aimed at restoring calm, protecting lives and property, and strengthening police presence to prevent any escalation. The teams will also work with the Northeast Regional Police Command to intensify patrols